rest. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
How's it going, everybody? I am Jason of Jason's Realm here today, ready to bring in live hockey coverage of the Carolina Hurricanes taking on the Minnesota Wild. How's it going, Tromboner? I see you in the chat. Petsko, how have you been, man? I saw you. We were chatting a little bit back and forth over in the chat. So how we doing tonight, everybody? This game is an absolutely massive game for both of these teams. The Hurricanes entering tonight tied for first in the Metropolitan Division in the Eastern Conference with the New Jersey Devils at 27 points. Let's go ahead and pull up the standings real quick so I can go ahead and refer to where they are at right now. Give me 1 second here. I know I should have this pulled up beforehand, but I am unprepared, I guess. But yeah, taking a look, again, Metropolitan, both at 19 games played. The Devils and the Canes, both at 13, 5, and 1, and both at 27 points. Currently, at the last 10, the Canes have been the hotter team at 7, 2, and 1, compared to the Devils at 5, 4, and 1. But remember, anything's possible. We are only at the quarter mark of the NHL season, so anything is still possible. You still got the Penguins nagging 3 points behind, tied with the Islanders, so there's anything that's possible. Moving towards the Wild, speaking of anything being possible, they enter tonight a whopping 9 points behind the Colorado Avalanche for lead in the Central Division. But they are only 2 points out of the top 3 in that division, which is the Winnipeg Jets. That is a big, big milestone there, as it's the top 3 in the divisions. That's pretty cool to hear, Petsko. It's amazing to hear, man. But yeah, the Wild currently 2 points out of being tied with the Jets and the Blackhawks for third in the Central Division out west. But the Wild, in their last 10, have also been quite hot at 6, 2, and 2. Currently sitting at 9, 7, and 4. That is big. This game will be a huge gauge for both of these teams and how they can finish out the rest of these seasons. Again, I know where we're at. I know we're only a quarter of the way in, and we might be overblowing it a little bit, but it's never too early to start looking at the playoffs. Just trust me on that. It's never too early to start looking at what could happen, what could be, all that fun jazz. Taking a look at our starting goalies for this game tonight. For the Hurricanes, it is going to be Frederik Andersen. At least that is what I believe last I read, unless anything has changed. Let me go ahead and double check that just to make sure that it has been confirmed. But he was listed as the likely goalies. There we go. Yeah, so looking at today, confirmed goalies. For the Canes, it is going to be Frederik Andersen against, let me go ahead and make sure I have the right pronunciation here, Jesper Wallstedt. Also going to be going up for the Wild. So a big goalie matchup here as well. Panthers getting 4th place in the NFL. We'll see, Petsko. We'll see. But yeah, taking a look again over at these goalies. Frederik Andersen for the Hurricanes. This season, he is 5, 4, and 1 with a .310 goals against average and an .886 save percentage with no shutouts this year. Looking over at, I need to get my mouse charging real quick. Here, let me go ahead and do that. There we go. But yeah, looking at Jesper Wallstedt, he is 4-0-2 this season with a .210 goals against average, 2 shutouts, and a .924 save percentage. He has been having an absolutely electric season this year. Let's see if he can carry that against one of the best teams in the NHL right now in the Carolina Hurricanes. We do have that poll as well over in the chat, so go ahead and voice your guys' opinions. Who is going to take the win tonight? Will it be the Carolina Hurricanes or will it be the Minnesota Wild? So currently, let me go ahead and make sure I am on the right network. I should be. I am. They just have not transitioned us over yet. Right now, we are getting the end of Oilers versus Capitals, which this has been a fun game. I've been watching the third period. It has been back and forth. The Capitals still maintaining a lead, but it has been very close and very good. Petsko saying it'll be a tie. It can't be a tie. Absolute worst case scenario, we end up at like a 30-round shootout, which, please no, I would die. But it would be a lot of fun. Not gonna lie, it would be fun if we end up hitting a long shootout like that. Not gonna lie, the first ECHL game I went to a 7-round shootout, which was electric. It was the Worcester Railers against the Fort Wayne Comets in Fort Wayne. It was absolutely electric. But taking a look, man, the Oilers an empty net down by 1. Can they tie that game? We'll have to take a look. But let's go ahead real quick while we have some time here. Take a minute at our projected lines. So, for the Hurricanes, your projected first line is going to be, let me go ahead and make sure I have the full names here. I know it's going to be Andrei Svechnikov. Sebastian Aho, and where is your first name? Seth Jarvis is your projected first line for the Canes. Your projected first line for the Wild is going to be, let me make sure I can find them here. It's going to be Kirill Kaprizov. Where are you, buddy? Where's the second one? Danila Yurov. And it's going to be on the other side, Matt Zuccarello is your projected first line for the Wild. Looking at our projected starting defensive pairings as well for the Canes, it is going to be Shane, oh my gosh, let me make sure I have this correct here. Shane Gostisbehere should be the paired up with Walker here. Let me go ahead and make sure I get a first name on that. Sean Walker. Looking at the Wild's defensive pairings, let me make sure I have these names here correct as well. I want to make sure I have the first names. It should be Jonas Brodin and, let's see, Brock Faber should be your starting defensive pairing for the Wild. I am really looking forward to this game. It should be a fun game either way. There has been a lot of parity, and the Capitals just iced it with an empty net goal, 6-4. So that game is going to be going final there. But anyway, you guys came here for Canes Wild. That's the thing. There has been so much parity in the NHL this year. I mean, again, looking back at the standings real quick, if we go into the Atlantic Division, the difference between first and last is 7 points, with a lot of teams bunched up between that 20 to 25 point range. With the Metropolitan, the whole division is within 7 points. Again, though, 6 of the 8 teams within that 5 point, 22 to 27 range. Western Conference, you go to the Central Division, yeah, that's where things get a little bit shaky. You got a whopping 15-point difference between first and last because the Preds just suck and the Avalanche are absolutely dominant, earning points in each of their last 10 games, going 8-0-2. But again, the general census, you have a lot of teams within that 22 to 27 range, 5 of the 8. And again, the Pacific Division wide open unless your name is Calgary, because you are a whopping 12 points behind the Anaheim Ducks, but everyone else is within 20 to 25 points. There has been unrivaled parity in the NHL this year, making it so much more fun. Oh, man. Well, let me know in the chat. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this game. Who do you think is going to be the big goal scorer? Who do you think wins? Who do you think gets the most goals? Who scores the first goal? I want to hear what you guys have to say. I do respond to a lot of the chats we get here. I like how Petco is very, very insistent that it's going to be a tie, even though that is literally impossible in the NHL. I guess the only way you could get a tie is if you have a game that goes on for so long that it ends up interfering with another game on the schedule. They'd have to call it, but, like, that's not going to happen. Let's see, we got Petco saying Wild wins 6-3. That's a bold claim. That is a bold, bold claim considering how the Wild have been compared to the Canes. But I like it. I absolutely like it. Personally, if I had to take a pick, I would take the... I don't know, man. Oh, they just got another empty netter. 7-4. Oh, my gosh. But yeah, I would have to take probably the Canes in like a 2-1 final. I think it's going to be a lot more lower scoring than you would expect. I think we're talking, I think I'm be taking the under on this game. No matter what the line is, I think I'd be taking the under. Let me go ahead and make sure real quick as well. Make sure this game has yet to start, which is perfect. It has yet to start. Awesome. So, again, going through these teams, in their last 10, the Canes are 7-2-1. The Wild are 6-2-2. The wins for the Wild have come against Vegas, Anaheim, Calgary, the Islanders, the Preds, and the Canucks. The overtime losses coming to San Jose and Winnipeg, with the other losses coming to Carolina and Pittsburgh. Looking at the Canes' last 10, they are 7-2-1 as stated before. The 2 losses to Washington and Boston. The overtime loss to Edmonton, with the wins coming up against Boston, Vancouver, Toronto, Buffalo, Minnesota, the Rangers, and the Isles. Again, taking a look at the power play percentage. Man, the Wild absolutely dominant on special teams. They are 26% compared to 13% for the Canes. Penalty kill percent, actually, just for the record here, the Wild's power play percentage is 4th best in the league compared to the Canes at 31st best. And the penalty kill percentage, the Canes are 16th best at 79%, and the Wild are 29th best at 71.7% there. So the Capitals just won. We should be taking out to our game here momentarily. And again, taking a look at our stuff, just in general, I mean, it's going to be a very good game. if Carolina has a sloppy game with penalties, be wary. Minnesota could actually come and dominate. But that's if Carolina decides to play a very sloppy game. So we will see how they fare. But we are getting ready here. They're going to go to a commercial break, and then we should be out in Minnesota for this game between the Canes and the Wild. All right, let's go ahead and take a look over on X, see if we got any news over there. Let's see. Okay. But yeah, how we doing, Chad? How we doing, everybody? How we hanging? Oh, man. Let us see. Just taking a look, just again, over on X. You never know. What? The Pittsburgh mother-loving Pirates are in on 2 big-name free agents? Oh, my word. I'm going to have a heart attack tonight. Pittsburgh's actually looking to potentially try and spend money. Apparently, they are in on Kyle Schwarber, and they offered Josh Naylor $80 million. Who is this team, and what have they done with the Pittsburgh mother-loving Pirates? Oh, my, if that's true, that is crazy. Absolutely crazy. It's bonkers. Oh, my word. Yeah, that is absolutely ridiculous. The Pirates spending money? There'd be a blizzard in hell before that happens. At least under Bob Nutting. So we'll see. I've made a couple of videos on it before, voicing my frustration. But yeah. I'm going to go ahead and grab a little... Do I still have more hot chocolate? I do. Always a pleasant surprise when you see some hot chocolate at the bottom of the mug. Oh my gosh. You got detention? Oh man, that sucks. What'd you get detention for, if you don't mind me asking? Oh man. Let me see here. Oh yeah, we should be good to see here. For gaming, man. I know gaming is a lot of fun, man, but like, you gotta have control. Unfortunately, we gotta make sure we're using school time to be learning, as opposed to trying to do other stuff, man. I don't know the whole situation, but like, that is the one big thing I could say. Oh man. Let's go ahead and take a look. Go ahead and see, how are we doing over here? Again, over in the poll, in the chat, we have a whopping 3 votes on that poll. Let's go ahead and try up those numbers a little bit. We got 3 votes for the Canes. And if you guys are finding value in this stream, dropping a like, subscribing, and sharing the stream are 3 amazing ways to show your support. Again, all that little support helps small creators like me get found in the algorithm. And I'm looking forward to doing play-by-play of this game. I love doing hockey. I have a love-hate relationship. I love it because it's so much fun. But I hate it as well because there's always action and the throat dries out. But I love doing it. Something I love doing. It's all the minor discomfort you deal with, which is awesome. Okay. That hot chocolate is done. I am all chocolatified up. Ready to rock and roll here. Go ahead and just keep looking over on X. See if we got any news going on. Oh my gosh. I don't know if that's true. Bro, does Sidney Crosby actually drive a Toyota Camry? With the license plate 87? Oh my word. Okay, so we should be here momentarily. They're going back over to TNT. At a final score of 7-4, Capitals over the Oilers. Let's go ahead and take a look over here. Again, just kind of scrolling through X as we have a little bit of time before this game. But if you guys do have anything to say, I will be keeping an eye on the chat over there as well, seeing what we got news-wise. Okay. Let's see, what other scores do we have in the NHL? Because I'm sure we have some other games that have gone final so far as well. So, looking at the games that have gone final or are in progress here. So, the only game that's gone final today has been Capitals over the Oilers, 7-4 final score there. In the third period with 13.5 to go, the Flames are leading the Sabres 3-2. And then again, we have our Hurricanes and Wild beginning here momentarily. It should be around 9:52. I would expect puck drop at this point, since we haven't got it already. And then at 10 p.m. Eastern, we have the Bruins taking on the Ducks in what should be an electric game. The 12-9-0 Bruins at the 12-6-1 Ducks. That should be a fun one. Vader's a Dodger? Ooh, man. Let's see. Is PDF going to join us tonight? Okay. No, PDF's good. PDF's good. All good. Never any pressure. All right. Bro, the Dodgers just keep on adding money. They keep just, like, you know the saying that money can't solve all your problems? The Dodgers are the antithesis of that. They just throw money at everything and say, see, we win. Oh, man. But yeah, this should be a fun one here. Again, just taking a look at our starting goalies. It's going to be Frederik Andersen for the Canes. And it's got to be Jesper Wallstate for the Wild. So that should be a fun goalie matchup. We did go through their stats earlier in the stream, but we can do that again if we need to. Oh, man. So let's go ahead and see here. We just take a look on X. You have to pee so badly? Well, go pee, man. You gotta pee, go pee. Oh, man. Let's just go ahead and take a look over on X. See if we got any news. Let's see. We got Aaron in the chat. What's good? What's good, Aaron? What's good? How you doing today? Or tonight? Oh, man. We are looking forward to what should be a good one. Hockey is doing you well, my friend. It has. It has done me well thus far. That's kind of why I've been trying to double down on it. If people want to see hockey, I'll do the hockey. I love covering hockey. I love it. It's awesome. There's always something to talk about. Always action going on. It's one of my favorite sports. And it's also my favorite sport to watch in person. By far. Like, hockey online or on the TV is one thing. But going to a game and seeing the speed, hearing the hits clacking against the boards, hearing the puck shoot off the glass when it's missed wide. I mean, it is an electric experience. Again, if you guys have never been to a hockey game and are considering going, do it. If you need any more convincing, I have a game day vlog on my channel down below this video, or below the stream, I should say, or the VOD if you're watching afterwards. Hey, if you're in VOD land, huge shout out to you for checking out the stream. But anyway, again, on the channel, I do have a game day vlog where I went to the Pittsburgh Penguins taking on the St. Louis Blues. And man, it was electric. It was absolutely freaking awesome. Oh man, welcome back, Petsco. Who you going for? Well, I gotta say the Wild because go Pens. So the Canes are in our division and they're leading the division, currently tied with the Devils. So we don't want that to happen. So I would love to see the Wild win here. Again, it's still early in the season, so a Canes win isn't like the death of us. But we would like to see the division rivals lose more often than not. Oh, man. What is Herd Island and McDonald's Islands? I don't know what you're referring to, Petsco. I don't know that I particularly know offhand what you're talking about there. Oh, man. Let's go ahead and see. Let me go ahead and grab another drink from my mini fridge. This mini fridge comes in clutch. Right over on the side, it holds like 6 cans of LaCroix. Absolutely clutch. Huge shout out. Give some love over to the Frigidaire mini fridge. The little tiny 6-pack fridge. Oh, man. Just taking a look. Ugh. Let me see here. All right. In South Georgia and South Sandwich Islands? I don't quite know what you're referring about. They are currently interviewing one of the Capitals players. And we should be back on out to the west, or to Minnesota soon. Hopefully. Hopefully they're not just going to bait us out with saying we have coverage of this game and we actually don't. Because that would suck. Okay, good. They are taking us over to the game. The Flames did get a 4-2 lead over the Sabres. It was a Mikhail Backlund goal assisted by Andersen to make that 4-2 over the Sabres with 11:37 left in regulation there. All right, and here we go out to Minnesota. Over to St. Paul, Minnesota, getting ready to see the Wild in their North Star throwbacks taking on the frackin' Hurricanes. Okay. Yeah, looking at Marcus Foligno, 66 hits in the season. Second on the Wild. The Disappointment Island? I don't know that I quite know what you mean by Disappointment Island, man. Okay, let's go ahead and see. What is that doing over there? That is going to do that. There we go. And that is going to go there. All right. Okay, so we are getting closer and closer here to puck drop here in this game. It should be a fun one. I'm expecting a low-scoring game, to be completely honest. But I would appreciate a high-scoring game. I suspect it's going to be low, but I would appreciate a high. You know, who wouldn't appreciate more offense in hockey? Again, going through our goalie stats here, Frederik Andersen this season is 5-4-1 with a .310 goals against average and an .886 save percentage. All, yeah, not great in the NHL. All of them not great in the NHL this season. Looking at Jesper Wallstedt, though, smaller sample size, only 6 games, but he is 4-0-2 with a .210 goals against average and a .924 save percentage with 2 shutouts. So again, I'm expecting a 2-1 win for the Canes, wholeheartedly. But I would love to see something high scoring. I really would. So we will see. But again, taking a look at his recent games. Yeah, Jesper Wallstedt has won his last 4 against Anaheim, Calgary. Or he's won his last 3, against Anaheim, Calgary, and the Islanders. Frederik Andersen, meanwhile, has lost 4 of his last 5, with the only win coming, ironically enough, against Minnesota. But the losses coming to Edmonton, Washington, Boston, and Vegas. And they have not been pretty. 4-3 in overtime, 4-1, 2-1 against Boston, and 6-3 against Vegas. Yeah, not quite the greatest. All right, so we are getting ready here for puck drop here. Just a mere 90, 100 seconds away, just about. So if you guys are excited for this game, drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It is hugely appreciated. It helps the small channels like me get found in the algorithm. So if you find value in the stream, it is greatly appreciated at any time to do that. But yeah, we are less than 90 seconds here to puck drop. So we should be in store for what should be a fun game. And oh my gosh, the Flames just got another goal. The Flames are actually starting to put a clinic up against the Sabres. 5-2 with 10:10 left in regulation. That was a Joel Farabee goal, currently listed as unassisted. We'll see if it gets updated in the future, which it might because the goal only happened 2 seconds ago. So it could get, let's see. Oh my gosh, that long name. Yeah, I've seen that name before. Petsko. Let's see. Let me go ahead and get a little sip here. A little sippy sip. Okay. So again, just kind of taking a look on X as we are nearing closer to puck drop. This should be a fun game. I don't even know how to say that name, man. I honestly know not how to say that name. It is such a long and messy name to say. But here we go. The Wild are taking the ice here in St. Paul, Minnesota. The Canes in the white and the Wild in their throwback North Star greens. I love those greens, by the way. It's a very soft green, but very inviting. Oh my gosh, it is an absolutely awesome color, but here we go. Puck drop mere seconds away here as I'm throwing a clip. Let me go ahead and grab that real quick. Yeah, puck drop mere seconds away here in St. Paul, Minnesota, in what should be a fun one. Oh my gosh. Oh, that dork bot to roast me. We don't even have Dougbot up right now. I could bring him up later, but not right now. All right, so here we go. We are now in St. Paul, Minnesota, for the Carolina Hurricanes taking on the Minnesota Wild in Grand Casino Arena in St. Paul, Minnesota. This game should be a big one here. the winner of this game, especially this game is more pivotal for the Wild than it is the Canes, because the Wild desperately need to stay in the hunt. They are currently 2 points out of third place in the division, but a whopping, I think it was like 9 points out of the division lead. The Canes, meanwhile, are tied for first in the division in the Metropolitan with the Canes, and I think like they were like 3 points ahead of a tie for third between the Pens and the Islanders. So if I had to say who needs this win more, it is definitely the Wild, but the Canes could use this win as well to stay ahead. So here we go. The opening puck drop going to be won by the Wild. Taking it up the near side, trying to move to the offensive end. The puck is loose. Battling for it on the boards on the near side. Jordan Staal going to send it around the far side. The Wild trying to get that puck out of the defensive end, but it's going to be kept in wing to wing by the Wild. And here come the Canes intercepting that pass. Moving up through center ice. It's going to be Sean Walker to the offensive end. Shot. Not going to go, and immediately gloved by Jesper Wallstate. The shot there, I believe, was taken by Jordan Martinook. But there we go. Looking at Wallstate's last 2 starts, 2 shutouts, 64 for 64. 71 consecutive save shots by Jesper Wallstate. He has been electric as of late. So here we go. The offensive end face-off for the Canes. Going to be won. Back in the back of the zone. Takes a shot in. Going to get deflected off a couple bodies. And out to the outside. We got a stoppage. It looks like Brodin was a little bit slow to get up. They are looking at him. It looks like he's going to try and stay on the ice. But because of that, it looks like what happened to Brodin here? It went right off his body and deflected. So he needed a second just to kind of get back up. He's going over to the bench. All right, so here we go. Looks like he is okay on the bench, but he did have to come off. The face-off now in the offensive end going to be won by the Canes again. Wing to wing, moving it in, shot going to go wide of the net. Back over to the far side, the Canes working with that puck now. Back in behind the net, it's going to be Seth Jarvis. Over to the far side, and here come the Wild, taking it the other way, wing to wing. Moving up through center ice, here comes your chance for the Wild. Matt Boldy trying to race for it now. Frederik Andersen back in behind the net to try and get that puck, as it's going to be a tie-up over in the far corner. And it looks like the Canes are trying to clear up, but the Wild with an interception here in the offensive end. Still have possession, wing to wing. And the puck is going to be aired up, but kept in towards the net, in front of the net. Chance shot! Not going to go! An amazing save by Frederik Andersen. Marcus Johansson had an incredible chance with a puck right in front of the net, but could not bury it. Wow. Johansson had an incredible effort there. And another big player on that play was Joel Eriksson Ek. But man, a nice shot by Johansson, just unable to bury it, deking in front of Frederik Andersen, and just could not bury it through the 5-hole. So here we go, the offensive end face-off now for the Wild. Going to be won by Carolina, taking it behind the net to the far side with Nikishin. Nikishin, yes. And it's going to be iced by the Canes with 18:47 left in this first period. Apologies if I am a little bit scratchy tonight. I am coming off a little bit of a head cold. I was really feeling it yesterday. Felt it this morning, but I felt well enough to stream tonight, so I am live. And here we go. Defensive end face-off for the Canes going to be won by the Wild. Over to the near side, trying to work with the puck is going to be Zuccarello. Back in behind the net with a chance. Puck is loose, going to be taken out and saved by Stankoven. But the Wild intercepting it in a tie-up on the boards over at the far side. And the puck now going to be sent out all the way up through center ice. And let's see. I am not Chinese. I am not. I am actually pretty much almost entirely German on both sides of the family. So here we go. Back over to the far side, battling for that puck. And it's going to be sent all the way out of the end, but going to be handled by Kirill Kaprizov, trying to keep that puck as the Canes are playing very aggressive shot. He scores! A goal for the Wild there, scored by number 36, Matt Zuccarello. An amazing offensive zone push by the Wild. Taking that puck out was Kirill Kaprizov, allowing that opportunity for the Wild. Let's see, from the defensive end, again, looking at that effort, Kirill Kaprizov, part of the team, basically trying to move that puck out of the zone. And right there, Kaprizov finds some room to skate, passes around to the far side, back over to Kaprizov, back again over the middle, back to the top, and a score. A beautiful Beautiful management of that puck there by the Wild to get that goal. Absolutely incredible misdirection, and here we go. The Wild going to win that draw now in the defensive end. Let's see, where'd my thing go? As the Wild, there's a bit of a tie-up now. Puck goes shooting way back in behind Frederik Andersen, and the Canes are racing for that puck as two bodies collide. A bit of a tie-up now for that puck on the far side corner, trying to see who's going to come away with it, as I am trying to grab something and find something. There it is. So here we go, the Wild in the offensive end trying to maintain possession. But a battle for that puck is ensuing in front of the net. The Canes able to try and send it out, but no, kept in. And now here come the Canes moving it out the other way. Intercepted by the Wild now, moving to the offensive end. Trying to find somewhere to go. Gustavsson able to send it out for the Canes. Now moving into the offensive end, Carolina. Trying to find some room to skate. Not much of it. And the Wild are going to take it out the other way and clear the zone successfully. Moving back out, Carolina trying to move that puck out and around through the neutral zone to the offensive end. Here's a chance shot. Not going to go. The shot there by Taylor Hall. Going to be deflected immediately by, that's going to be Wall State, as the Wild have a chance and play is going to get stopped. Okay. All right, so there we go. Man, Wild have scored the first goal in 10 consecutive games. Absolutely incredible effort there again. Just a nice shot. It was actually redirected, I think, by Faber. Faber. Now back over to the near side, the Wild in the defensive end. It was Brock Faber assisted by Zuccarello and Urov on that goal for the record. And it's going to be iced by the Wild. All right, if you guys are enjoying the play-by-play, don't forget to drop, like, subscribe, all that fun jazz. It is greatly appreciated. We are only 4 subs away from that next minor goal at 335 on the road to 350. So it would be greatly appreciated if a like and subscribe are dropped. But here we go, a defensive end face-off for the Wild. Going to be ultimately won by Minnesota back in behind the net, trying to find some room to skate. Not much of it as bodies come together now. Back in behind the net to the far side comes Jake Middleton. Trying to move that puck up, and he flips it up through center ice. Now the Canes having to move with it in the defensive end. Back in behind the net to the near side. Going to be sending it out is going to be Martinook over into the offensive end. Passing, trying to go wing to wing, but can't really connect effectively. Maintaining possession in front of the net. A chance for the Canes, but can't get a clean shot off. Over to the near side, here come the Wild. Moving it back up the other way to the near side, powered by Foligno. Let's see. I thought you had a baseball bat and maybe the Pirates were spring training early. Not quite. Not quite. But here we go. Into the offensive end, the Wild dump that puck around. Over to the far side, trying to find somewhere to go with it. Over around the far corner again. Back to the top of the zone, trying to move that puck around for the Wild to the near side, having a chance, shot! Not going to go, redirected to the Wild with a chance, over to the near side, and a loose puck is going to be battled for on the boards. Looks like Sebastian Aho trying to move that puck out, he does. But it's going to be a Carolina icing. How's it going, Raul? How you doing tonight, man? All right. So there we go. We are rocking and rolling there. Just looking at those opportunities. All those opportunities. Man, Eriksson-Ek really being involved tonight. Joel Eriksson-Ek. Face-off going to be won by the Canes in the defensive end. Over to the near side, Sebastian Aho. Working with the puck. Trying to find somewhere to go. Passing up through center ice. Moving now through the neutral zone to the offensive end to the near side. Here's a chance. Shot! Not going to go. Can't get a clean shot off now over to the far side. Puck is loose back in behind the net. The Canes with possession. Never mind. Loose puck going to be taken by the Wild. Up through center ice to the offensive end. Here comes your chance for the Canes. Or for the Wild, not the Canes. And let's see. A battle for a loose puck now. Going to be taken by the Canes. Sending it out. They will. And it's going to be at the center ice here in the neutral zone. Taking into the offensive end for the Wild to the far corner. And a bit of a tie-up is going to do in front of the net. Shot. Not going to go. Over now to the far side. The Canes trying to work it out. They do. The Wild recover now back in the defensive end. You're playing some shell rising. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Now the Canes working back in behind their own net. Trying to find somewhere to go. Over to the near side. Here comes a chance for the Hurricanes in the offensive end. A shot. Not able to go. Nice deflection there by Jared Spurgeon. Now over to the far side, the Canes trying to work with that puck, but aggressive defense played by Minnesota. Over to the far corner again. Loose puck going to be won by Carolina to the near side. Shot! Not going to go. The one-timer super slow and an easy save by Wall State. Over to the far side now. The Canes trying to maintain possession. They do to the top of the zone to Mike Riley. Towards the zone, towards the goal. Not going to go over to the near side now. A battle for the pucks ensuing. The Canes to the top of the zone gets cleared all the way out. And here comes your chance. Andersen going to get that puck, send it around behind his own net to the near side. Bodies come together over at the far side now, working around the boards. Okay. So, here we go. The Wild now at center ice, trying to find somewhere to go with it to the offensive end, and they're going to go ahead and dump it in. Over to the near side, working around to the far. Nice little maneuver there by Seth Jarvis. Over to the far side, here to come the Canes with possession now in the neutral zone, dumping it in back in behind Wall State. And the Wild now have a chance to regroup a little bit to the near side, moving that puck up. And here comes your chance. Here's the odd man rush. Can't really get a nice control of passing in front of the net. Not able to go, and the Canes are going to take it up the other way. Here comes your chance now for Carolina over the near side boards. Working back in behind the net over to the far side to Taylor Hall. To the top of the zone. Back around the net to the near side. And again, going to be taken out to the far. There is going to be Taylor Hall again. To the top of the zone. Shot. Not going to go over to the near side. Wide right. Now battling for that puck on a tie-up along the boards. And we got a stoppage as the puck goes up into the netting with 12:43 to go in the first period. Okay. Let's go ahead and see here. Man, a nice opportunity there by the Wild to extend their lead. Just could not quite convert. Man. Let me go ahead and grab a pause real quick. One of my go-tos on the stream to help preserve my voice. All right. Take a look around the league as well right now. The Canes still up 5-2 with 3:09 to go in regulation. And the Bruins and Ducks now just getting underway. All right. So there we go. Just taking a quick little look. Again, earlier tonight, the Capitals did beat the Oilers. 7-4 was the final score there. It was an exciting third period. A lot of goals scored in that third. I have to say probably about 5 of those goals were scored in the third alone, which was crazy. Oh, man. Let's go ahead and see here. If you guys are enjoying the stream, dropping a like and subscribing are 2 great ways to show your support. Again, we are only 4 subs away from our next minor goal. So it would be greatly appreciated if we could hit that. And, yeah. We will see. Again, we are just rocking and rolling our way here. Okay. Bro, what? Cam Scadaboo drank out of his youth football cleat after he had 1,000 subs on Twitch. Bro. We're looking at Carolina's road trip from Minnesota to Winnipeg. Back on over to the Sabres in Buffalo. And then back home for the Rangers. All right, so here we go for the Canes trying to move here and try and get this game back in their control. Offensive end faceoff for Carolina. And here we go. Faceoff going to be won by Minnesota. And the defensive end working around behind the net, trying to get that puck. Carolina with a chance. Intercepted by Minnesota. Now over to the near side, trying to take it out of the zone. But going to be kept on in. A nice job by Sean Walker, I believe it was. It was either Walker or William Carrier, one of the two. And over to the far side boards. Now the Wild move it to the offensive end themselves. Back in behind Frederik Andersen. And a battle for the puck now back in behind the net. Never mind, we got a stoppage. All right. So again, this game has been pretty fun so far. Up and down the ice they've gone, 3 shots apiece on goal with a 1-0 Wild lead. Again, I was expecting a 2-1 final favoring Carolina, but hey, you never know. The way this game started, it's looking like it's an offensive opportunity, but it looks like the Canes are going to win the draw in the defensive end. Passing wing to wing, sending it up is going to be Keandre Miller. and try to get to the offensive end, trying to crack the zone. Going to be sent in, but the Wild will get possession. Trying to send it out along the boards in their own defensive end, but the Canes keeping it in. Back over to the corner now. Working around the side is going to be Jake Middleton over to the far side, sending it out into the neutral zone for the Canes. Here's your chance, but it's a 2-on-1 right there. Not able to do much. Canes have the numbers back in front of the net, though. Over the center ice now, going to be taken by Carolina. Loose puck going to be taken actually by Minnesota. Working around to the near side boards to the offensive end. Here's your chance. Over to the near side, and the pass is going to be botched. Loose puck now taken by Minnesota. Over there by Hinostroza, sorry, to the top of the zone. Here's your chance now for Minnesota in a traditional offensive look. Back over to the near side corner. Over to the far side along behind the net. Working with that puck is going to be number 42, I believe I saw. I don't know if that sounds right, but Yakov Trainin working there on the near side corner. Over to the far side, going to send it to the top of the zone. They do. A chance for the Wild to send it in. Not able to get a clean shot off. Over to the near side, still working with that puck. Up to the top of the zone. Never mind, Carolina taking it up the other way. Here's your chance towards the offensive end. A 2-on-3. Carolina with a chance in front of that shot. Not going to go. Back again on the rebound. Can't get the rebound off in the Wild. Taking it back up the other way. Here's a 2-on-1 opportunity for the offense. And it's going to be broken up. A nice breakup chance there by a Carolina defender. I could not catch who that was. It might have been Gustavsson, but I could be wrong. Working along the near side boards now. The Wild trying to send it to the offensive end. They do. Over in front of the net, and it's going to be kept in there. Nice job keeping it in by number 36. That can be kept in by Zuccarello. Back in behind the net to the far side boards. And it looks like the Canes are trying to win that tie-up. Again, it is a bit of a tie-up here, trying to keep it in the zone for the Wild. But that puck is slowly working back, and it clears the zone. Now Carolina trying to send to the offensive end. But here's a chance! A tripping call! It's going to be a penalty shot! We got a penalty shot here. I think that's going to be a penalty shot by Stankoven. Or is it going to be a power play? Let's see, because Stankoven had an amazing opportunity. Never mind, it's just going to be 2 minutes. By him on a nice job there. Yeah, he takes a tripping call, but that was basically probably going to be a Stankoven goal. Man. Yeah, a nice chance there, but just unable to do it. Now Carolina entering the power play. Let's go ahead and give them the power play here. Power play away. And here we go now. Working back. Carolina in the backside of the zone. Moving now through center ice. Carolina with the man advantage into the offensive end. Going to be cleared out the other way. So again, it was Zeev Byam. 2 minutes for tripping. Working behind the net now is going to be Carolina. Trying to find somewhere to move that puck through center ice. Passing wing to wing. Here comes your chance towards the offensive end. But it's going to be kept into the corner. A battle behind the net now. Working with that puck over to the far side of the top of the zone. To the center ice. Here comes your chance. Backing over to the near side. Over intended for oh my gosh, that's a name I'm not going to be able to pronounce at a quick glance here. But here we go. Over to the far side. Battling for that puck here. Carolina now. Trying to find somewhere they can go towards the top of the zone. Keeping it in. Along the boards. A bit of a tie-up for that puck. Over to the near side, trying to go back to the far again. To the top of the zone, Carolina with room to work. Over to the near side, along the boards, back to the top of the zone. Chance, shot, nice save. Nice save by Wallstat. Not going to let that one go. Man. And again, heavily involved in that was Kochikov. All right, let's go ahead and flip this over here, and just so I can see this, and go over to yeah. All right. So here we go. A face-off here going to be won by Carolina on the offensive end, top of the zone, passing wing to wing, trying to keep it in, moving towards the net, in front of the net, not able to get a clean shot off over to the far side. Minnesota tries to clear, kept in by Gustavsson in front of the net, shot, not going to go, deflected wide. Still having pressure, though, for the Canes. A tie-up for the puck with 36 on the power play. Now trying to move that puck out. And the Wild trying to push it out, but the Canes keep it in. Back to the top of the zone to Aho. Wing to the far side. Trying to go to Gustavsson. Shot! Not going to go. Not even going to get there. And the Wild are going to successfully clear the puck. Well, Petsko, we have a Carolina power play. And here we go. Gustavsson passes back here. Intended for Seth Jarvis. Trying to move that puck up to the offensive end, taken out. Minnesota with a chance on the shorthanded shot. Goal! On the shorthanded, a beautiful, beautiful breakaway by Matt Boldy for the 2-0 lead for the Wild. And that is effectively going to kill off that power play with only 3 seconds left. Carolina can't do much. A nice short handy there for Minnesota to take a 2-0 commanding lead here against Carolina at home. Absolutely beautiful. I think he snuck it through the 5-hole as it was closing, if I'm not mistaken. Wow. That was just an incredible goal. Yeah, that snuck through the 5-hole as it was being closed. Amazing effort there, an amazing shot location. So here we go. Face-off at center ice going to be won by Carolina as the power play expires. Moving towards the offensive end over to the near boards. Back in behind the net now, trying to get possession for Minnesota. It's going to be over the far side, sending it out. And Carolina's going to have a chance to regroup now. Moving up through the defensive end to the neutral zone to offensive side. Here comes Carolina with a chance. Shot towards the net. Not going to go. Gets deflected off some bodies. Over to the far side. Shot. Not going to go back again. Back over to the near side boards. Keeping it in for is going to be Nystrom. Over to the far side again. Battling for it is going to be Jordan Stahl. Working in front of the net now. Trying to pass along back to the top of the zone. Shot. Not going to go. Goes off a couple bodies and gets deflected high. Over to the far side now. Back in behind the net. Carolina with a chance. And it gets deflected off on a pass. And it's going to be a self-clear effectively. Working with that puck now is going to be Keandre Miller. Trying to find somewhere he can go with it from his own defensive end. Trying to pass up alongside the boards to the far side. They send it in the offensive end. They do. But it looks like the Wild are going to have a chance to... No, never mind. It's going to be a battle for a tie-up. And now back in behind the net to the near side. Trying to find somewhere to go. Over to the boards again to the far side. Here comes a race. Racing for it's going to be Taylor Hall for Carolina. Against, that's going to be Damian Hunt. And that puck is going to get cleared out by Minnesota, moving to the offensive end. Wing to wing, here's your chance! Shot! Nice save by Frederik Andersen. By the way, that goal by Matt Boldy was his first career shorthanded goal. But that amazing shot opportunity by Matt Zuccarello, not gonna go. Man, that Boldy goal, yeah, what happened was it actually snuck in right between the top of the pads and the crotch. That is maybe yay much room, if that he had to hit. And he frickin' hit it. Oh my word. The more you see that goal, the more incredible it gets. Wow. So again, taking a look around the league. Let's see. The Flames went final 6-2. The final goal scored by... Who was that? Was it an empty netter, I believe? No, it was not an empty netter. It was actually Matt Coronado, assisted by Huberdeau and Frost. They go up 6-2. Looking at the Ducks. The Ducks are up 1-0 over the Bruins with 14:03 left in the first. That goal by Jansen Harkins, sorry about that. Assisted by Johnston and Nestrenko. That Matt Boldy goal is officially listed as unassisted for the record as well. But if you guys are enjoying this or finding value in this stream, again, dropping a like, subscribing, and sharing are 3 great ways to show your support. Again, that all helps smaller channels like me just be able to find the audience that loves to see this kind of content. So if you guys find value in it, others might as well. So doing those things would be a huge, huge help. Again, we are only 4 subs away from our next little minor goal there. All right, let's go ahead and give this a little reload here, see how we're doing. All right. So here we frickin' go. Let's go ahead and take a look over on X as they are coming back here. Okay. So here we go. Take a look at the PWHL season getting ready to start here soon. Oh my gosh. So, here we go. The defensive end pays off for Carolina. Going to be won back over to the near side. Moving that puck along the boards. Kept in by Minnesota. Here's a chance. Can they get possession? The puck gets cleared. Carolina now with a chance trying to move it out. They will, but it's right back there for Minnesota to take control along the near side boards. Moving in with a chance. Puck is now loose to the near side board. Trying to battle for it in a bit of a tie-up. Back in behind the net to the top of the zone. Not able to get a clean shot. Goes wide, and it's out of play into the netting. All right. Go ahead and see here. All right. So, again, right now, the Wild holding on to that lead. Let me go ahead and lower this camera just a little bit more. There we go. That actually fits a lot better to where I'm sitting here. I'm not even really using this that much. I had this listed with all the lines. I'm not even really using it. So here we go. The Canes in the offense with a chance. Back around the net. Trying to find somewhere to go. Battling for it on a bit of a tie-up now. Trying to work around over to the near side with a chance for the Canes. Can't get a shot off there. Was going to be Kochikov. Over to the far side again. Working around to the near. Chance. Shot. Not going to go. Gets deflected off the pads of Wall State. Over to the far side, battling for it in a bit of a tie-up. The Wild come away with it. To the near side, to the far. Trying to take it up to the offensive end, and the Canes will get possession. In front of the net, no shot for the Wild. Can't get it clean off. A nice save by Andersen. All right. So there we go. A chance to keep it in for the Wild, but unfortunately could not get it through the padding of Andersen, and we still have a 2-0 game. All right. You're a sports nerd. Bro, what's wrong with being a sports nerd, man? That's now a little low. There we go. What's wrong with being a sports nerd, man? It's the best kind of nerd to be. Having all that knowledge up here. Let me see. Okay, I got predictions for this week, so I can make the predictions video tomorrow, which is good. All right. Let me go ahead and move a couple of things around here. Okay. But yeah, we are rocking and rolling our way here. Let me go ahead and actually, I can do that first. Okay. So, yeah, we are rocking and rolling here in the first period. Again, this has been an electric game at both ends of the ice. The Ducks actually got a 2-0 lead now. Radko Gudas, assisted by Maktovich and Svechnikov, to go up 2-0 over the Bruins. Kind of crazy there to see. Best nerd is geography nerd. I can go toe-to-toe with some geography nerds, too. I know my geography. I got a lot of stuff kept up in file up here. All right. Let me go ahead over. Yeah, let's take a look at this. Okay. There we go. So we are back here. Oh, man. Wow. Wow, just wow. Okay, so here we go. The offensive end pays off, going to be lost by Minnesota, and here comes a chance, and it's going to be an icing by Carolina immediately with 5:44 to go in the first period. All right. So here we go. It's rocking here in the first period, the latter stages of this period. And the faceoff is going to be in the Wild's offensive end. Going to be won by Minnesota. To the top of the zone, wing-to-wing pass. Trying to keep it in. Goes to the far side around the boards. Trying to keep that puck around now. Over to the far side. Going to be sent all the way out. And the Wild have to regroup defensively. Getting that puck is going to be Jonas Brodin. Over to the far side. Back to Brodin to the near side. Moving to the offensive end. Here's your chance. Passing in front of the net. With a chance shot. Not going to go. Over to the far side now. The Canes. Taking it out along the center ice to the offensive end. Passing shot. Going to get an easy save for Wall State. And going to be frozen there immediately with 5:10 to go. Okay. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay. I'll move a couple of things around here. So here we go. 5:10 to go in the first period. Defensive end faceoff for Minnesota. Taking the faceoff for Minnesota, by the way, is going to be Yakov Trenin. And here we go. It is going to be against Jordan Staal. Trenin gets dismissed. And let's go ahead and see. Faceoff going to be won by Minnesota. Taking it out to the offensive end. Here's a bit of a rush. Trying to dump it in and work around the bodies. Is going to be Foligno over to the far side. Working along the board. Trying to keep that puck around for Minnesota. And the Canes successfully clear it out. Minnesota now passing. Get a chance. Going to be taken away. Staal working with the puck along the boards over to the far side. Skitters up and around. And it's going to be a bit of a tie-up along the boards. At the near corner. Racing for that puck. Trying to break it free. And here we go. Let's see who's going to end up getting this puck as it's broken up. Over to the top of the zone. A chance for Carolina. Wing-to-wing pass. Moving in. Shot. Not going to go by Wall State. Over to the near side. And the puck is going to get cleared out. Carolina now back in the defensive end. I believe that is going to be Alexander Nikishin. Or Nikishin. Trying to find somewhere to go. Passing it up. And taking it up is going to be Sean Walker now to the near side. Dumps it into the offensive end. Back in behind the goalie now, working around behind Wall State over to the near side. Loose puck, taken by Carolina in front of the net. Shot, not going to go. A chance again. A nice, amazing effort there by Wall State to freeze that puck with 4:04 to go in the first. Amazing effort there. Amazing effort by Wall State. Or Wallstedt. Wow. So here we go. Move that over there. Here we go again with a chance for the Wild. Defensive end face-off. 4:04 to go. And the face-off going to be won by Carolina. Shot. Not going to go off the post to the near side. Looking to throw, or looking to pass to the top of the zone. Wing to wing again. Trying to move it in. It's going to be Carolina. A battle of a tie-up for the puck over to the near side. Going to be taken out by Byam. And sending it out the other way. Here comes Minnesota. Never mind. Carolina keeps it back in. Goes back in behind Wallstedt. Over to the far side. Battling for that puck. Puck goes loose all the way out. And Gustavsson going to send it over to the near side. Working for it is going to be Hall. So back into the offensive end for a chance for Minnesota to regroup here back in behind their own net. Slowing down a little bit. And the Canes have one multi-goal comeback this season for the record. It was November 9th at Toronto. And here we go. Moving around the far side. Working with that puck is going to be Kaprizov. Back to the top of the zone. Trying to find a bit of a shooting lane. Can't find it. Leaves it up to the top of the zone. Wing-to-wing pass for Minnesota. Moving it into the far side. Here's your chance. Working around the near side boards. Trying to find somewhere to go with that. I believe is going to be Danila Yurov battling for that puck. And Carolina trying to work it out. They will. Moving along the far side boards. A big hit delivered in front of the benches. And that puck's going to get sent all the way out. Back in behind the net, working with it now is going to be Keandre Miller, passing around the near side boards, moving it up through center ice. Here comes your chance. Moving it in for Carolina is going to be Stankoven, trying to find somewhere to go, taken away by Minnesota. Back over in the defensive end of the near side, 2:40 to go in the first period. And the puck going to be loose now again for Carolina to send it into the offensive end. They do. In front of the net, wing shot, not going to go. A beautiful save by the body. Not by Wallstedt, but a beautiful body save and a nice block by Minnesota. Puck's going to get immediately gloved there. I believe Spurgeon had that block. Yeah, Spurgeon took the block, and he is heading down the tunnel. We got the sports predictor in the chat. How's it going, man? How you doing? How you doing tonight? Ooh, it hit him in the top of the knee. That is not a fun place to take a hit. But here we go. An offensive end faceoff for Minnesota. Faceoff going to be won by Carolina, but Minnesota trying to work with the puck along the near side boards. Trying to move it to the top of the zone, sending it around. And that puck's going to get cleared out. So Minnesota has to regroup, taking it back to the defensive end. 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the period. Trying to send to the offensive end. Here's a chance for Minnesota. Working around the net to the near side, to the back to the boards. Trying to move that puck up. The battle for that puck is ensuing. A bit of a tie-up. Jordan Staal does successfully clear the zone, though. Never mind. Minnesota with possession, trying to send it back in. And that puck is going to be taken away by Alexander Nikishin. For Minnesota to have to regroup with Middleton. along the near side board, trying to move into the offensive end, passing wing to wing. Here's your chance for Minnesota. A bit of an offensive, short-handed opportunity for them offensively. Not really short-handed, but they don't have the numbers as Minnesota goes for a line change. Trying to move into the defensive end here. Carolina trying to send it out in front of the net with a chance for Minnesota. Back around to the near side is Marcus Johansson to the top of the zone. Doing a little bit of cycling along the boards, trying to move it in. Over to the far side in front of the net. Puck goes off the post, goes in front of the net, and Carolina taking it out the other way. Up through center ice towards the offensive end. Trying to move it in along the corner. At the far side, taking it back to the near. Ready for it is going to be, I believe that's going to be Jacob Slavin. To the top of the zone. Aho towards the net. Shot. Can't get it clean. And it's going to be a nice save by Wallstedt with exactly 1 minute to go in this period. All right. So there we frickin' go, boys. Okay. How we feeling about this game? How we feeling about this game, everybody? So, here we frickin' go. Defensive end face-off for Minnesota with a minute to go in the period. Face-off is going to be cycled out. Going to be dismissed from the face-off circle. It's going to be the Wild center. And here we go. Face-off going to be won by Minnesota. Back into the near corner. Back in behind the net they go. As bodies come together along the boards. Moving to the far side along the boards in front of the benches. Minnesota loses possession and Carolina taking it out the other way with Mark Jankowski. Over into the offensive end. Here's your chance. Wing to wing. Carolina shot. Not going to go. Over to the near side. Puck goes loose. Over to the near side. Trying to move it into the offensive end. And it's going to be sent back in behind the net with 35 seconds to play. Over to the far side boards. Carolina trying to get it out. They will. With under 30 to go towards the offensive end. But Minnesota's going to have possession along the near side behind the net to the far. Trying to move it around. I believe it's going to be Brock Faber. Now moving along the near side. 20 to go in the period. Moving, that's going to be Kirill Kaprizov towards the offensive end for a chance. But the Wild have to regroup as the Canes are playing a strong defense. Moving around now, trying to move it back in the zone. But the Canes do a great job on defense here to keep it out. And a stoppage, a penalty with 6.6 to go. Who's going to the box? Is it Zuccarello? Let's see. Who's the penalty? Zuccarello. Matt Zuccarello. 2 minutes for slashing. Right there. He had a bit of a slashing on Blake to take out his stick. So, yeah, Jackson Blake losing his stick. That is a textbook slash. We got, let's see, Hashman saying, bro, Hurricanes, please, bro, I have plus 1.5. Hey, they'll beat the plus 1.5. I think it's going to wrap up as like a 1-goal game. I really think it is. But an offensive end faceoff at the top of the zone. Carolina with the draw. 3, 2, 1, shot! Can't get a clean shot off on the pass and shoot, and that's how the period's going to end. Oh, man, Carolina had a beautiful chance in front of the net. Wide open net to work with, too. But just could not execute the pass and shoot clean. Look at that. Over towards from, I think it was 27 to 37. I think that was Nikolaj Ehlers. Sorry, over to Andrei Svechnikov. And just could not bury it. Could not get that possession in. Hurricanes still have a chance. Oh, they definitely do. I personally want the Wild to win just because you can't tell. Go Penguins. But I do think they have a chance. I think it's going to end as a close game. You can't pin Carolina down for that long. I mean, no matter how good Wallstedt's been playing, you can't pin Carolina down for that long. They're going to get a goal at some point. The question is more so, how many goals is Frederik Andersen going to let up? Because he has not been having a great season thus far. Go ahead and update this over to end of 1, because we did just hit the end of the first period. Oh, man. But yeah, this should be a good game here. Going into the second and third period, I'm expecting a very fun one here. And if you guys are enjoying this game, dropping a like, subscribing, all that fun jazz is greatly appreciated as well. We are on the road to 350 subscribers, and we're only 4 away from our next minor goal along that road. So, we greatly appreciate it as we wrap up this first period here. Let's go ahead and take a look around the league real quick as well. The Bruins and Ducks. With 6:01 to go in the first, the Ducks still maintain their 2-goal lead. 13-8 shots on goal favoring Boston, though. And while we're here, we'll go ahead and take a look at our game real quick. Also, apologies if I do sound a little scratchy tonight. I am hopefully in the final stages of a little bit of a head cold. It hit me yesterday, and it's been battling me today. But I felt good enough to stream, so I'm here. You go ahead and pull this up over here. Let me grab a drink real quick, just to help moisturize the throat. Okay. I gotta get some more LaCroix in there. Go ahead and restock that real quick as we are at the end of the first. Again, we'll go ahead and take a look at our stats earlier in the season here. That was what? November 6th, the Canes did beat the Wild in a final score of 4-3. So we'll see what happens here the rest of this game. It should be a fun ride the rest of the way. Okay. Let's go ahead and see. Just taking a look again at our stats. So 13 shots on goal for Carolina, 10 for Minnesota. Looking at the hits, 5 for Carolina and 6 for Minnesota. But the penalty minutes tell a different story. 4 for Minnesota, 0 for Carolina. The big thing I thought this game was going to come down to is how clean of a game can Carolina play. If Carolina plays a clean game, it's going to be a tight game throughout. If they go into the penalty box a lot, then you're going to have a strong power play for the Wild going up against a weaker penalty kill in Carolina. And that would be a recipe for disaster. Looking at our face-off percentages as well, the Canes have won 56.5% to 43.5%. A recap of the scoring this period. The scoring was started off here 50 plus 7. Oh no. Now you're not gonna make me fall for that one there, Petsco. But our scoring this period, you had Brock Faber opening the scoring a minute 54 into the game, assisted by Matt Zuccarello and Daniela Yurov. And then Matt Boldy got a shorthanded goal to go up 2-0 unassisted on that breakaway goal. It was an incredible goal to watch. You just got to see the replay on it. I mean, honestly. Let me go ahead over here and open up the Game Center on NHL as well so I can get some of what I want. All right, going into our... Can I go into filter our play-by-play? Yes. So again, the 2 penalties here. Let me go ahead and find penalties. There we go. The 2 penalties were... Let's see. With 10:11 left in the first, Zeev Byam, 2 minutes for tripping Logan Stankoven. And with 7 seconds left in the period, Matt Zuccarello, 2 minutes for slashing Jackson Blake. Those are your 2 lone penalties so far in this game. And going into the box score again, taking a look at our shots on goal here. For the Canes, you have 2 shots on goal by Sebastian Aho. One is going to be... Bro, you're not bringing out the calculus now, are you, bro? Oh, man. But yeah, and then number 22, that is going to be Logan Stankoven, has 1 shot on goal, as well as Seth Jarvis having 1 shot on goal. Then you also got with 2 shots on goal is going to be Jordan Martinook, 1 shot on goal for Eric Robinson, and 2 shots on goal for Taylor Hall. Looking at also you have some shots on goal by defensemen as well for the Canes. Sorry about that. You have number 6, Mike Riley with 2. 1 by Keandre Miller. 1 by, that's going to be Sean Walker. And 1 by Joel Nystrom. Then looking at the Wild, their shots on goal. You have 2 by Boldy. That is going to be by Matt Boldy. 1 by Joel Eriksson Ek. Then you have 1 by Daniela Yurov. 1 by, that's, let me see here, Liam Ogren. I have him on my whiteboard down there. Where's other shots? Okay. Then you have 1 by Matt Zuccarello. 1 by, that is going to be Marcus Johansson. And you got 1 by Kirill Kaprizov. Defensive shots, you have 1 by Jake Middleton. And 1 by Brock Faber. That 1 shot was a goal. Looking at your shot blocks, you have 2 by Spurgeon. He has been putting his body on the line tonight. Hopefully he's all right. He walked into the tunnel in that first period. Let's see. You guys, Horse Victor saying, I'm looking forward to not looking forward to tomorrow at the same time. What's up with tomorrow? I mean, it should be a fun game, and you'll do fine. Trust me, man, you'll do fine. You did well in your first stream. You'll do fine. Not a doubt in this mind that you'll do fine, man. Flip my hat around here. Just a little bit more exposure to the face. To this ugly mug. All right. But yeah, again, just kind of breaking through here on our block shots this period. You have, let's see, you have one by Jake Middleton, one by Brodin. That going to be by Jonas Brodin. And you also have two of them by Spurgeon, Jared Spurgeon. And a whopping 3 block shots by Damian Hunt. I hope the stream does fine. You'll do fine, man. I mean, NFL is a little bit tough to break into. That's what I found out. There's just so many eyes and so many other options for NFL that you really need to stand out or have a presence. That's why NHL, I think, has done a lot better for me. There's been a lot less competition. So there's a lot fewer options, and people will end up clicking in a bit more because of that. Which, huge shout out to Allianz here, by the way. Huge thank you to Allianz for spending time out of your night with me. But looking at our blocks as well, by some forwards for the Wild. You have two of them. One by Marcus Foligno and one by Matt Boldy. Let's see, I'm going to pull up to your block with the Capitals. Brother, you don't even know where I live. You don't even know where... You know the general region, but you don't know where I live. Oh, man. Go ahead and move this and move a couple of things around over here. Okay. Go just doing a couple of things here. There we go. So looking again, just overall, this game has been heavily Wild dominant, but it has been entertaining nonetheless. Let's go ahead and take a look over here. You made 6 cents off your first stream. Well, hey, as you do it more, you'll get more exposure. The algorithm needs to know what you're doing before it actually can do anything with it. So, oh man. Okay. Go ahead and take a look over here again, just at the rest of the league. The other game going on, the Bruins got a power play goal. Now with 3:48 to go, they are down 2-1 to the Ducks. That goal coming from Morgan Geekie, assisted by Lindholm and Zaka. Oh boy, Petsko. Oh boy. Go ahead and grab another one of these bad boys. These things, these little cough drops, they come in clutch. They come in absolute clutch. All right. Take his chain, take rocks, take his settlements. Oh boy, Petsko. What are we gonna do with you? Okay, let me go ahead and actually do this. Make sure my volume is down. It is. Okay, perfect. All right, but how we doing, everybody? How we doing, everybody? We are rocking and rolling our way, getting ready to go for this second period of action here in under 10 minutes. That's the only other thing I'm not as big a fan of with hockey is it's 20 minutes for a full intermission. But it's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and see. There's no catch inside my speech. No impertinence. Huh. Okay. Let's go ahead and see. Bro, dense fog? Nah. Let's see. Just taking a look, just again, over on X. We have a little bit of time here. Did I hear something in the Discord? No, I didn't. Okay. I'm just imagining things. I'm hallucinating. You know what? Let's go ahead and see what the bot has to say about this game. Let's go ahead and see here. Play numbers on the board? I use the calculator. Let me go ahead here. Close you, close you, close you. Go ahead and run the bot. Let's see what the bot has to say about this game. What? Why is the bot not running? I don't know why the bot's just not running. It's just saying, I don't want to run, and I'm, like, better than you. I don't know why. Let me go ahead and give this a little reload here. Let me go ahead and open up a new Visual Studio. E equals MC squared. Yes, it does. Okay. Go ahead and open up Stream Programs. Hopefully we'll get the bot working tonight. There we go. They just need a little bit of reboot, a little tender love and care there. Let's see. 2 plus 2 plus racism. A plus B equals C. Oh my god. 2 plus 2 equals racism. Oh man. Bro, the bot ain't gonna roast you, man. If you want the roast, the bot ain't gonna roast you. Let's see. How's it going, Mr. Dugbot? How you doing tonight, man? We are covering the Carolina Hurricanes taking on the Minnesota Wild, a pivotal game in the NHL at roughly the 1/4 mark through the season. What I need from you is I need your best food comparisons for both of these teams and who you think is going to win with what final score. We'll see what the bot has to say about that. It could say literally anything. It literally could say anything. It's like, you know, it's like a present on Christmas morning. You never know what you're going to get. The Wild is a bratwurst. Oh
well,
my God.
Jason, let me tell you, it's a tremendous night. Let me make a little food comparison for you because I just love talking about some delicious eats. The Carolina Hurricanes are like a refined, spicy gumbo. They've got all these incredible, robust flavors, and when they click, they pack a punch that leaves you talking about it for days. Meanwhile, the Minnesota Wild, let's compare them to a hearty tater tot hot dish, very Minnesotan, just like creepy Governor Walt, full of comfort and tradition, but maybe lacking that edge when it counts. As for tonight's game, it's going to be a barn burner, no doubt about it. The Hurricanes, with their aggressive play style, look like they're going to edge this one out. I predict a 4-3 win for Carolina. You know, the Wild might go wild, but Hurricanes, they can be relentless, just like a good, strong political movement. Keeping my eyes on those awesome Penguins, though. They're always one to watch. MAGA Jason, enjoy the game.
He brought up the Penguins. We win. We win. He brought up the Penguins, baby. Oh, man. But we got gumbo versus a hot tater, or a tater hot dish. Oh, my word. Like I said, you never know what the bot's going to say. Okay. So again, right now, what the Hurricanes need to do in this next period, they got to be able to minimize mistakes. They had a few key mistakes. You know, look at the opportunity that led to the Matt Boldy shorthanded goal. That should have never happened. It was a turnover at center ice. You got to limit those mistakes, and you have to be able to create opportunities. The Canes have not been doing a good job at creating opportunities. They have more so been trying to be opportunistic of the Wild's mistakes. You can't wait. You cannot just wait for your opponent to make mistakes when you're down 2-0. You got to be more aggressive. You got to be more of a go-getter. You got to say, we're going to grab this game by the you-know-what, and we are going to do everything we can in our power to win this game. Oh, man. Bro, at some point I got to get me to DQ to try them sweet chili wings. Them things look good. Well, not wings, but the tenders, the sweet chili tenders. All right, let me go ahead here real quick and just check this and check that, and bada bing, bada boom. There we go. Okay. But over in the poll, in the chat, we have a whopping 14 votes on this poll. Huge shout out to all you who have taken time to vote in the poll. Again, 57% for the Hurricanes, 43% for the Wild, which is, you know, I'd say that's a fair assumption. That's a fair assessment given where we are. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, but if you give up a shorthanded goal, the power play should be taken away. If you with a shorthanded goal goes back to full strength. I can see where you would say that, but I mean, again, you got to give the team the opportunity. Yeah, it's embarrassing to let up a shorthanded goal. I mean, I told Joel Hofer that when they were going on the or when the Blues were going on the power play. But like, you got to give the opportunity the fair chance. Man. Go ahead and check one more thing real quick. Let me see here. Let me see here. 50. Okay. Bro, Petsko. I don't think we want to do too much of the roast tonight. I want to try and save some of Dougbot. Again, we can't go crazy on the Dougbot usage because otherwise we will burn through all the credits and not be able to use them at the end of the month. So I don't want to try to burn through them too quickly. You know, we just did roast last stream. I just want to try to limit maybe to one usage a stream if we can, for the time being. Again, if this channel ever gets to the point where it's monetized and we have channel memberships to help pay for Dougbot, that's another story. But right now, since I am paying for it out of pocket, I do need to minimize what I am going to be spending on. So, I mean, I'm doing what I can afford, but like, I also got to make sure that I'm not blowing my entire budget on Dougbot. Because while yes, it's fun, I also don't want to go into bankruptcy because of Dougbot. So, let me go ahead here real quick. Also, I forgot to put the power play up for Carolina because they are on the power play entering the second period. So, real quick, let me go ahead and set this up. We are coming off of the intermission here. Let's set this up for P2. There we go. So, the Bruins and Ducks did take a 2-1 Ducks lead into the first intermission. And we are here for the start of the second period. Looking here, active shutout streak of 161.09, 85 consecutive saves for Jesper Wallstedt. Absolutely incredible for this kid. He is doing amazingly in net right now. Let's go. Let's freaking go, Wallstedt. I want you to pull this one out, man. So here we go. The Wild starting this period shorthanded here. Face off at center ice. Going to be won by Minnesota. Taking back to the defensive end. Trying to slow down a little bit. Sending it out to the far side. And clearing it out. Carolina now. It's going to be Gustavsson back in behind his net. Taking it up through center ice. Oh, man. Breaking news. Local Pittsburgh man goes broke because of Dougbot. Exactly. I don't want to be that guy. So here we go. Gustavsson moving the puck up through his defensive end. Passing to the near side to Aho. Aho clears it and dumps it into the zone for his teammates to try and take it out. Moving back up to the top of the zone, moving along the boards on the far side, and going to be cleared out by the Wild with 1:20 to go in this power play for Carolina. Gustavsson now from the defensive end, working up through center ice, passing wing to the near side to Aho, taking it in front of the net, shot! Not going to be able to go. Over to the far side now for the Canes. Moving it in, around the far side along the boards, back to the top of the zone. Going to go back to the far side, trying to work it into the far corner. Back up to Gustavsson at the top of the zone. Back over to the boards again on the far side. Back over to Gustavsson at the top. Moving it in. Shot. Not going to go. Deflected out off a body. And is going to be sent and cleared out by Minnesota. Now Minnesota with a chance. They're going to clear it back out again. Get a double clear with 40 seconds to go on the power play for Carolina. Gustavsson now back in behind his own net. Trying to find somewhere to go on the defense here. Is going to be Yakov training for the Wild. But the Canes taking it back up the other way with under 30 seconds on the power play to the offensive end. Here comes your rush. Moving in, back in behind the net, clears the puck out, and the Wild trying to clear it out, but kept in at the top of the zone. Over on the far side now, back to the top of the zone. Moving it in, and it's going to go into the netting. We got Daniel McKeon in the chat. How's it going, Daniel? How you doing tonight, man? Man, so yeah, right there. Upcoming national schedule tomorrow at 7:30. We have the Oilers and the Lightning. I will not be live for that. We'll be live for Thursday Night Football instead. And again, tomorrow at 10 p.m., Kings at Sharks. And then Friday, Wild at Penguins at 7 p.m. Hopefully we'll be live for that. It all depends on what I'm doing, if anything, with the family. And the Wild win the defensive end face-off and going to clear the zone successfully with 10 seconds left on this power play for Carolina. Andersen leaves that puck there, back in behind the net. They're going to be taken up by, I believe, that is Carrier. And the power play expires now. Here, oh, that's not what I want to get rid of. I need to get rid of the power play. Moving in now to the offensive end. And a tie up for the puck back in behind the net. Minnesota now working with that puck to the near side. Trying to send it out. They will alongside the boards and going to clear it into the offensive end to do a little pump and dump kind of thing. Carolina working the puck to the near side of the offensive end. Here's your chance. 3-on-2 opportunity. Shot! Not going to go. Can't get a rebound. A nice chance now taking it up the other way for Minnesota to the offensive end again. A 3-on-2 themselves going to be taken out again and sent out by Stankoven, who had that incredible shooting opportunity and is going to be, I believe, an icing. Or goes out of play. One of the two. Oh my gosh. Man, I'm doing my best. I am hanging on here. Oh man. Any stream Saturday? Again, it all depends on what I'm doing with the family. Weekends are very tough. You know, if it were up to me, I would stream almost every day of the week. But I have bowling, I have church commitments, I have everything else. So I try to stream when I can, as often as I can. But here we go now. The puck moving into the defensive end, and it's going to be an icing by Carolina. So it all depends. I mean, if I'm not doing anything with the family Saturday, absolutely we'll stream coverage of the Penguins game. They play the Kraken on Saturday, and we'll stream coverage of the Pens Wild on Friday if we have nothing going on with the family. So absolutely. Here we go, Wild offensive end draw. And a stick gets broken in the faceoff circle. Puck goes to the near side. Carolina working on the puck behind the net. Stall over to the outside. Moving the puck now wing to Gustavsson. Trying to move over to the far side. Moving in front of the net. A chance. Shot. Nice save. Beautiful save by Wallstedt. Over to the far side. The Wild moving the puck out. Here's your chance along through center ice. Trying to move that puck now to the offensive end. It's going to be Carolina back in behind Wallstedt. Over to the near side, working is going to be the Wild, moving that puck out through the defensive end, through center ice, and do a little pump and dump. Carolina now, they're going to call icing. I don't think that was icing, but they're going to call icing on that one anyway. Wow. Hurricanes need, Hurricanes, please need a goal, man. Hey, you'll get a goal, Hashman. Don't worry, you'll get a goal by Carolina. I mean, Wallstedt has had too long of a streak. It's going to end at some point. There's no way he gets 3 shutouts in a row. You know, in blocks like, what, almost 100 shots straight? I mean, that's not going to happen, I don't think. The center ice faceoff going to be won by Minnesota in the defensive end. Over to the near side, trying to move up through center ice. They will, with a chance to the offensive end and a tie up for the puck at the near side corner. Again, trying to get that puck. Minnesota working with it now. Over to the near corner. Back behind the net of Andersen. Over to the far side. Moving with that puck to the top of the zone. Clears the zone. Here's your chance for Carolina with the odd man rush in front of the net. A chance. Not able to get a clean shot off. Not going to go on that opportunity was Taylor Hall. That puck going to be cleared out. And moving back in behind his own net is going to be number 54. I thought it was. But I don't have a 54 in my call sheet. Shot for Minnesota over to the near side. Still with possession in the offensive end. Passing wing to wing in front of Andersen. Shot. Not going to go, and a nice save by Andersen. Going to not let the easy one get by him. All right. Again, just looking at Jesper Wallstedt, man, he has been lights out. Absolutely lights out. I mean, he is managing to put himself in the right place at the right time, and he is just maintaining his cool all game, man. I mean, it is incredible. So here we go now. 15:57 left in the second. Offensive end faceoff won by Minnesota. Moving that puck around the far side of the top of the zone. Shot. Not going to go. Gets deflected off a couple bodies, and the Canes taking it back up the other way. Here comes your chance. Moving in is going to be Riley. Dumps it into the offensive end for a chance. The Canes trying to get possession now. Trying to battle for it along the boards as a bit of a tie-up. The Wild trying to fight for it. They send it out the other way. Here comes your chance. 3-on-2. Here's your chance. A chance. Shot. Rebound. Can't get it off. Not going to go. The shot there by Brock Faber. And Carolina moving it back up the other way. Going to try and send it in. And Jesper Wallstedt able to make the easy glove save to stop play. Oh, hello. Okay. That happened. That happened. Okay, let me go ahead and set that over there. Okay, so here we frickin' go. 15:24 to go in the second period. Face-off in the defensive end of Minnesota. Urov taking it for Minnesota. The face-off going to be won by Carolina. Shot on the offensive end. Goes wide left. Over to the near side board. Shot by Gustavsson. Not going to quite make it to the net and keeping possession now. Over to the near side. Working behind the net to the far. Minnesota trying to establish it. And a bit of a tie-up for that puck. Carolina to the top of the zone. Keeping it in. Trying to find somewhere to go along the far side boards. Going back in behind the net. A big body check along the boards by Minnesota. And they're going to take it out of the zone. Here they go wing to wing. Here's your chance. Trying to pass it around. Moving it into the offensive zone. But going to be stuck up. And a bit of a tie-up in the corner is going to be Urov. Or let's see here. Over now, trying to move it in. The Canes trying to take it out. A bit of a tie-up, and they will clear it out to the near side along the defensive end for Minnesota. Working with that puck now, wing to wing, moving it up through center ice, and going to clear it out. It's going to be an icing by Minnesota. Okay. We go ahead here real quick and do that, and do a couple of other things over here. Okay. So yeah, we are rocking and rolling our way here. If you guys are enjoying the stream as well, we got 10 people in here and only 1 like. I think we could shoot for 5 likes. That would be greatly appreciated if we could hit that. And we could try and hit that 335 next minor goal for our subscriber milestone. It'll be greatly appreciated as well. Carolina wins the offensive draw. Shot! Not going to go on the one-timer over to the far side. Loose puck. Minnesota going to take it out now through center ice. And going to do a little pump and dump to the offensive end. And here comes the Canes now with possession. Over towards Stahl to the near side. Loose puck for the Wild to take at the back of the neutral zone to the defensive end. Moving along the far side, and the Canes intercept that pass. Here's your chance for Carolina, passing wing to wing. A chance for Stahl, not going to get there. Battle along the board. Stahl goes on his butt. And we have a bit of a tie-up for that puck. And it's going to be sent out by the Wild to the top of the zone. Kept in by the Canes, though. Battling for that puck towards the front side of the net. Loose puck to the near side. Racing for it, going to keep it in, is going to be Carrier. Over to the far side of the top. Shot! Not going to go. Loose puck to the near side again. Trying to keep it in for Carolina. They will. A chance shot. Not going to go. You heard that rattle off the post. Over to the near corner, back behind the net to the far side. Carolina keeping this offensive assault going. Here's a chance. Moving over to the near side. Loose puck to the near side boards. Oh my gosh. And the puck is successfully going to get cleared by Minnesota. But it's going to be iced. All right. Carolina's had so many chances. It's only time they score soon. Exactly. Carolina is doing a great job this period at generating opportunities. It's not even funny. I think we were what, like 13 to 11 shots on goal going into the period or something like that. Now it's 21 to 13 Carolina. I mean, it is incredible. Carolina with an offensive zone draw going to be won by Carolina at the top of the zone. Going to send it in back in behind the net of Wallstedt. Over to the far side, working with that puck. Loose puck in front of the zone. Shot! Not going to go. Gets deflected by Wallstedt over to the near side. A chance now. The Wild going to send it out. Here comes your odd man rush into the offensive end. Kirill Kaprizov pass is going to be intercepted by Taylor Hall. Battle for the puck now ensuing along the boards. And oh, that's a big hit taken down. And we got a penalty by Carolina. That is going to be Mike Riley going to the sin bin. It's going to be Mike Riley or it's going to be Training? No, it's not going to be Training. Training got nailed on that. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to be a high sticking there. Training going to the bench, and they are going to commercial. So while they are at commercial, I'll be right back. I need to take a leak real quick. I'll be right back. I'll be quick. All right. We are back. And I beat the commercial break by just a hair. Let's go. I also got the Keurig heating up so I can make some more hot cocoa because I need more hot cocoa. I could use some a warm drink. But again, we are getting ready to go now for a Wild power play. Their first of the night. And here we go. Take a look at Kaprizov. All-time points per game leaders. Or power play goals, sorry, in franchise history. Offensive end face-off for Minnesota. Going to be one. Ultimately, though, going to be cleared out by Carolina a little bit now. Minnesota working along the near side board, trying to take it to the offensive end, passing back over to Boldy. To the far side, taking it in. Minnesota going to clear it around behind the net. Over to the near side. Here's your chance to battle for that puck towards Kaprizov, and the Canes are going to successfully clear that puck out. Stalling it out, doing a delayed clear to burn a few more seconds. And Wallstedt going to send it back in behind his own net over to the far side, taking it a little bit slow for Minnesota. Passing over wing to wing to the near side, working his way up through center ice, leaving it back for his own teammate. Minnesota now towards the offensive end. Here's your chance by Kaprizov. Gets taken out by Carolina. And again, another delay. Clears Sebastian Aho, trying to get that puck for a short handy, but can't do it. Over to the near side now, trying to move to the offensive end. Kirill Kaprizov back over to the near side. Can't get a clean pass off. Intended there for Joel Eriksson Ek. Over to the far side boards again, battling for that puck. And be kept in at the top of the zone. Moving in for Minnesota. Pass. Puck goes loose to the near side. Trying to keep it in. Back in behind the net. Here comes your chance. Kirill Kaprizov. Now over to the near side. Trying to keep it in for Zuccarello. But the puck goes loose. And Minnesota has to regroup. So here we go. Trying to regroup now. Back into their own zone here to the near side. Moving through center ice. Moving in Zuccarello now with a chance passing over to Kaprizov. Shot. Not going to go. Rebound chance. Has the puck all day to shoot, but can't get a clean shot. Back in behind the net, and Frederik Andersen has a chance to regroup himself. Keeping the puck in now is going to be Byam over to the far side, or Buyam, sorry. Or Buyam, sorry. Okay, over to the far side now, and moving through center ice now, Carolina. I believe that Sebastian Aho does a little bit of a late flip with 13 seconds left on the power play. Buyam over now, back in behind his net, taking it up with 7 seconds to go on the power play for Minnesota. Passing back now, moving up through center ice. Here comes your chance. Power play expires, but an offensive opportunity is going to try and present itself for Minnesota. Never mind. Puck goes all the way back. Minnesota has to regroup a little bit here. That power play is still up. It should not be up. And here we go now. Back in behind his own net. The Wild trying to work around. Loose puck to the near side. Going to be kept in by Carolina for the moment. Over to the far side. Back around the zone net. Trying to find somewhere to go. For the Wild is going to be Jonas Brodin. Over to the far side now, passing back and around to the near side. Rating for it is going to be Brock Faber. Trying to find somewhere to go. A nice little bit of a tie up there. And the Wild have a chance to move it up the other way. Loose puck now going to be taken by Carolina. Sent out from their own defensive end. Here's your offensive opportunity for Carolina. If they can get possession, they do to the top of the zone. And a chance shot. Nice body block there by, that's going to be Faber. The Wild now working back in their own defensive end. Over to the far side, up through center ice. Here comes a race in front of the net. And no icing. Over to the far side as bodies collide. Going to send it out for Carolina. It's going to be Mike Riley. Loose puck to the near side. Minnesota sends it back out. Stays in the offensive end. Minnesota has to get that puck out of there. They do for the time being. Trying to battle for it and send it out. Here comes that puck. Carolina working for it along the boards on the far side. Bit of a tie up here. Carolina with a chance in front of the net to the near side. Here comes a chance for Riley. Not going to go over a bunch of bodies. Over to the near side. Puck is loose for a tie-up. Minnesota ultimately comes away with that. Over to the far side. Going to send it around is going to be Jared Spurgeon. But Carolina with a chance in front of the net. Delayed shot. No goal off the post. Carolina with a chance still in the offensive end. Trying to find somewhere to go. Passing up. Shot. Not going to go. Over to the near side. Trying to work with that puck. Gustavsson trying to keep it in. And he will. Back into the far near corner. Back into the far side. Behind the net to the far boards of the far side. And loose puck now to the near side. Going to be kept on in by Gustavsson. And sends it loose. And a nice effort there by Wallstedt to freeze that puck. And stop play with 9:02 to go. Wow. Wow. Well, they are going to commercial. I am going to get some more hot cocoa real quick while we're at commercial. Because I need some more hot cocoa. Okay. I am back. So here we go. 8:22 to go. And here we go. Neutral zone face-off favoring the Canes. And the face-off. See? Okay. And the Wild have not allowed a 5-on-5 goal in the last 4 games. But here's a chance for the Canes into the near side corner along the board. Trying to find somewhere to go. Oh, man. X-Month's already at the realm? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We've had this up since the beginning of November because I haven't been able to have it up in the last 4 years in my college dorm because where else am I going to put this tree? So, but how's it going, Mod Sports World? Over to the far side now, trying to take it along the near boards. Minnesota going to successfully clear it out with 8 minutes to go. Carolina going to try and send it back out. They will. To the near side. Here's a chance for Carolina. Again, a shot. Not going to go. Loose puck. Gets deflected all the way out, and Carolina has to regroup. Carolina now taking it back. Watching my Bruins at the Duck Pond. Yes, sir. I've been keeping an eye on that game as well. The Ducks had a 2-1 lead last I saw, and it still is 2-1. Hopefully them Bruins get something going for you, man. But here we go. Top of the zone. Carolina trying to find a bit of a lane in front of the net. Not able to go. Loose puck to the far side board. Still having a chance. Shot. Not able to get there. Over to the near side. The Wild trying to send that puck out. They will, but the Canes will have a chance to regroup. Getting that puck is going to be Taylor Hall working along the boards. But Minnesota takes it away. Here comes your chance to the offensive end. If they have numbers, they don't, though. Working back in behind his own net for the Wild with a chance. And trying to get a shot off and not able to get a clean shot off. I believe that was Hinostroza. Working around to the far side now. Racing for that puck is going to be training over to the far side to the near. Trying to find somewhere to go with that puck. The Wild keep it in the zone. They do. Over down to the far side. Trying to find somewhere to go with it. Training still maintaining possession now. As the puck goes loose. Bit of a tie up here. 24 shots. Oh, yeah, I see that. Man, 24 shots for the Bruins. That's how many shots the Canes have right now. But here we go. Zuccarello now back in his own net. Or back in the area of his own net in the defensive end. Over to the near side. The puck is going to be taken out. Carolina with a chance now. Over to the far side. Trying to move up through the neutral zone as we cross under 6.5 to play. Over to the far side. A bit of a tie-up right in front of the Canes bench. And the Canes will end up coming away with that puck off the stick of Jackson Blake. Over to the near side. Gustavsson sends it in. Back in behind the net. And a battle for that puck. Rats beat Philly tonight. Huh. You know, I don't really keep up too much on the NBA, but that's interesting because Toronto's been towards the bottom, haven't they? Let's see a shot. Oh my gosh, a goal just scored by Carolina. And that is going to be I think that was number 26. That's Sean Walker, if I'm not mistaken. That goal literally just happened for me. Or it might have been Blake. It was one of the two. Let's take a look at the replay here and see who got that goal. Hunt had that puck, couldn't control it. Over to the near side, was taken by Blake, working around the far side. Trying to find somewhere to go, leads it to the near side, up to the top of the zone, back over, and I think it deflected off of Blake. I think is who got it. After the more I see it, might not have deflected off of Blake. It might have actually been just a pure shot from the side, but we'll see who gets credited with it. I think it's Jackson Blake, assisted by Sean Walker, and that would be, who is that? What's his name? Stankoven. Yeah, Logan Stankoven. So there we go, 2-1. We have ourselves a game here, and the Canes trying to maintain that momentum in the offensive end. Over to the near side, the Wild able to get possession though and flip it out. They will to center ice. Here comes your chance for the Wild moving in with a chance. Goes back in behind the net to the far side. Matt Boldy working with that puck, and now over to the near side, the Canes get a chance to regroup and taking it up through center ice. Never mind, now the Wild have possession in the defensive end. Oh man. And who was Jackson Blake's father? I don't know. I don't know offhand. Let me take a look. Jackson Blake. Let's see here. Jason Blake. Huh. All right. Interesting. You learn something new every day. Bruins banged up, but not playing not bad. I mean, right now, they're holding their own right now. They are holding their own. The Ducks have been very hot this season. For whatever reason, they've just been electric. As the Wild battling along the near side boards, trying to find somewhere to go with a chance. But the puck goes loose to the near side corner. Working around the far side. Puck is loose again. Wild trying to keep it in. They will to the top of the zone. Passing around. Goes back in behind the net to the near side. The Wild still maintaining possession. And let's see. Yeah, I'm already on it, man. I try to keep quick on top of things here. Faber now with the puck. Sends it out through the defensive side. And a loose puck. And it's going to be iced, I think. Is going to be the actual call. There we go. I need the hot cocoa to keep my my voice going. I'm coming off a little bit of a head cold that happened over the last 36 hours. I've been dealing with a bit of a head cold, and it still is there. So I still feel the scratchiness in my throat, but I'm pushing through. I push through for hockey. It's worth it. It's worth it, man. Oh, man. Let's take a look at how the Bruins game is going, by the way. It is still 2-1, but the Bruins with 25 shots on goal. Wow, no St. Louis, John. Yeah, no John. I have not seen John tonight, man. I don't know what's up with him. Usually he's one of the first people in whenever I do a hockey stream. Because usually I'm primarily a football channel, but I'm starting to transition over to mostly NHL because those are the streams that have done really well, which has been very weird because I always thought, oh, I'd be that NFL announcer guy. But no, it's the NHL that's pulling in the numbers, you know? You got some wet snow? That's actually pretty cool. That's pretty cool. We had some snow last week. We're hoping we can get a little bit more snow in the next couple weeks, hopefully. I see we got a shot. We got a shot here north of Pittsburgh, man. So I'm hoping we can get some more snow coming in because I'm a snow lover. Oh, NHL is awesome. The only reason I haven't done more NHL in the past is just because it's so quick moving. You got to be fully focused, fully dedicated. So I think dipping my toes in with NFL first was definitely the right move because it got me going into play-by-play so that I could translate it over to the NHL where it's bang, 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 up, down, left, right, A, B, start, select. But it is awesome. It's just a bit more taxing on the throat. Probably shouldn't have gone from a head cold to covering NHL, but I'm not known for making wise decisions. Enough hot chocolate will keep me going through the stream. Oh, man. Yeah, taking a look here as well. So they have 11:37 left in the second period of that Bruins-Ducks game. But, man, the Bruins are laying on the hurt of shots on goal, man. Let's see, bro, this gaming short still... That's really cool, Trombone. That's amazing to see, man. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. Shorts have been a really good way this channel has found some growth as well, you know? Shorts can be hit or miss, but if well optimized, they should pull in at least a couple hundred views a pop. So it's amazing that yours is still going. Oh, man. So here we go. Puck in the Wild's defensive end, trying to send it out. Loose puck to the near side. The Canes keep it in. Back in behind the net of, that is going to be Wallstedt over to the near side. Bit of a tie for that puck involving Jordan Stahl for the Canes. And the Canes maintain possession at the top of the zone. Gustavsson sends it in. Puck goes loose now. In through the neutral zone they go. With a chance if the Wild can get possession, but they struggle to. And the puck going to be cleared successfully by Alexander Nikishin. Nikishin. And here we go. The Canes with a chance again to the near side. Deflected. A nice deflection by Wallstedt. Over to the top of the zone. Here comes your chance. Shot from the top of the zone. Not going to go. Again, a bit of a battle. Loose puck again. Shot. Amazing save. Incredible save there by Wallstedt. Amazing save there by Wallstedt as well. And right in front of the net. Trying to make the play happen. And he did. He absolutely frickin' did. Oh my word. What an effort there by Wallstedt to maintain possession there and just work through that pressure. Let's see, Hashman. Yes, sir. The Canes did get that goal. They did. The goal there was by Jackson Blake. Here we go. The Canes win the offensive draw over to the far side. And let's see, over to the top of the zone. The Canes trying to work around. Trying to find a bit of a lane there. Goes back in behind the net. Loose puck again. The Canes trying to maintain. They do. And let's see. At the top of the zone. Puck goes through neutral zone. Here comes the Wild. Never mind. Taken away by the Canes to the offensive zone they go. Here they go. Battle for that puck now on the far side corner involving Taylor Hall for the Canes. Battling now. The puck is loose to the near side. And the Wild desperately trying to send it out. But the Canes bringing the onslaught in the offensive end. The Wild now trying to send it out. It does get sent all the way out. The Canes giving chase. Back in now, 12 shots for the Canes this period, 4 for the Wild. And working around the far side, the Wild need to generate opportunities here, battling for it in the offensive end. The Canes, though, successfully able to clear it out. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Awesome goalie interference. That's a nice way. That's a nice way to see a goal come off the board, man. That is an awesome way to see it. Here we go. Now the Wild in their own defensive end. Taking it's going to be Jake Middleton to the near side along the boards. Moving it up, and it's going to be taken away by Gustavsson. Into the offensive end. Here's your chance for Carolina, but they don't have the numbers. Working with that puck on the tie-up on the near side. Boards goes loose, and the Wild have a chance if they can get possession to the offensive end, but they don't. The Canes now at center ice, moving into the offensive zone for the Wild to take it away. Bit of a loose puck now. The Canes trying to play some strong defense here, but the Wild with a chance. Dumping it into the offensive end over to the far side, and the Canes are going to try and send it out. They do. They do now. Moving towards that offensive zone. Here's a chance, but a 1-on-3 not going to work. A shot not going to go. Deflection not going to go again. Loose puck to the near side. The Canes with a chance. To the top of the zone. Gustavsson. Wing to wing at the top. Shot not going to go. A chance. Got to get that puck frozen, and they can't just yet. Wallstedt trying to freeze that puck, but the Wild having to try and send it out defensively here. Again, a chance in front of the net, not able to get a clean shot off, and the Wild are going to clear it out for the time being. Gustavsson now to the near side boards, along over to Nikolaj Ehlers. Moving now, trying to get that puck. It goes all the way back to the neutral zone. Here we go. The Canes have to regroup. The Wild now have a chance. Going to go ahead and dump it in, wing to wing to the far side. And it's going to be an icing. Okay. Oh, my word. Let me go ahead and see here real quick. Man, I might not be able to record the NFL predictions video tomorrow. My voice might legitimately be gone the day I get it back. But it's fine. I love doing it for hockey. Hockey is awesome. So again, taking a look. Again, that game did stay 2-1, favoring the Ducks. Their defensive end face-off for the Wild going to be won by Minnesota. And going to send it out the far side is going to be Damian Hunt. Puck gets cleared out successfully. And it's going to be another icing. All right. So with 1:09 to go in the second here, the Wild find themselves up 2-1. But the Canes have been allowing an onslaught to happen for them this period. It has been absolutely insane, man. Carolina is doing everything right now. Here we go. The Wild lose the defensive end draw. Here's a chance. Shot for Carolina. Nice glove save by Wallstedt. Oh, man. That was a nice chance there by Svechnikov, but not gonna go. Not gonna go. Congrats on 330 subs. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Tromboner. We are rocking and rolling here on our road to 350, so that's our next big one. But here we go. An offensive end face off the Canes. They end up winning it, but the Wild take it back up the other way. Here's your chance. Going to do a little pump and dump. And a chance in front of the net. Shot. Not going to go. Can't get a rebound off, and the Canes send it out the other way. We're time for the puck in front of the Wild bench now. And the Wild trying to send it in. They do dump it around back in behind Andersen to the near side, but the Canes send it right back out. And that's going to be an icing on the Wild. Or on the Canes, sorry. Ugh. Okay. Man, my voice is straining, but I love it. I'm doing it. So here we go. 39.4 to go in the second. The Canes with a defensive end draw. The Wild with an amazing opportunity if they can make something happen out of this. So here we go. The Wild. Oh my gosh, excuse me. And here we go, waiting on that draw. Going to be won by Minnesota, working around the far side, back in behind the net, along the far side corner. Wild trying to keep it in, they do. 30 seconds to go in the period with a chance for Minnesota. At the top, battle for the puck now, going to go to the near corner. We got John in chat. How's it going, John? I don't know if Moss Sports World is still here, but you might have missed him, but he was in here. Actually, he was asking about you, John. But here we go, a chance to the near side, and the Canes trying to keep it in. They don't. 10 seconds left in the period with a chance. Moss was here about maybe 5 minutes ago. I don't know if he's still here, but he was about 5-10 minutes ago. So the Wild with a chance, and it's going to end the period here in the neutral zone. That will take us to the end of the second period. All right. Go ahead and grab a little bit of a sip here of my hot cocoa. Ugh. Man. I need that, and I need one of these. I need a whole lot of stuff right now. My voice is dying, but I'm doing it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I am trying to do what I can here. I'm battling through this game, but I love hockey. I love doing it, so I'm doing it for yins. Taking a look now across the league, the Bruins and the Ducks still 2-1 favoring Anaheim, but a whopping 26 shots on goal for the Bruins with 8:37 left in the second. Man. But diving into our game stats here. Let's see, glad he came by. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It's pretty cool to see him hopping in when I do these hockey streams, man. Yes, sir. We got the Penguinos. We got the Penguin shirt. The custom JasonsRealm limited edition Penguin shirt. Oh, man. Taking a look at our current game here. It is 2-1 favoring the Wild at the end of 2. 30 shots on goal for the Canes, 15 for the Wild. Looking at our goals, we had Brock Faber in the first period, assisted by Matt Zuccarello and what is that? Where are you? Daniela Yurov. And then Matt Boldy got a shorthanded goal unassisted as well in the first period. In the second period, Jackson Blake got a goal on a deflection, assisted by Sean Walker and Logan Stankoven. Looking at our faceoff percentage, it is about dead even. 22 for 43 for the Canes, 21 for 43, for the Wild. Neither teams have scored on the power play. The Canes have had 2 chances, the Wild have had 1. But the Wild did capitalize on a Canes power play to get that short handy. Again, looking at our penalty minutes, we have, let's see. Come on, Hurricanes, keep this 1-goal deficit. Hey, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with a 2-1 final score favoring the Wild, man. I am totally fine with that. But penalty minutes, you have 4-2 favoring the Wild with the 4 minutes. Hits, though, absolutely blowing out of the water. The Wild playing a more physical game, 16 hits to 6. And 14 block shots to 1 for the Wild. They are playing more defensively. They are playing like they want to win this game more than the Canes right now. Looking at the giveaways, though, it is 14-12 favoring the Canes and 4 takeaways for 2 favoring the Canes as well. Earlier in the season, the Canes did win 4-3 at home against Minnesota. So we'll see what happens there. Looking at penalties as well. First period penalties, you had Zeev, let me make sure I have the name right here, Buiam, with a 2-minute for tripping penalty. And then Matt Zuccarello, 2 minutes for slashing. Then in the second period, Mike Riley got 2 minutes for interference. Then taking a look at our box score for our shots on goal. For the Canes, you have Jordan Stahl with 1, Sebastian Aho with 2, Logan Stankoven with a whopping 6 shots on goal tonight. Man, Seth Jarvis with 1, 2, 4. That is going to be William Carrier. Then you got words are hard. Andrei Svechnikov with 2. You got Jordan Martinook with 3. Eric Robinson with 1. And then you got as well with him, that is going to be Jackson Blake with 1. And then Taylor Hall with 2 on the defensive side of things as well for your shots on goal. You have Shane Gostis-Pierre with 1. 3 shots on goal for Mike Riley. 1 for, that's going to be Keandre Miller. 2 for Sean Walker, yeah. And 2 as well for Joel Nystrom. Looking at your block shots, you have 1 for Gostis-Pierre. You got, let's see, I think that's the only block. Yeah, it's the only block for Carolina is by Gostis-Pierre. Looking at the Wild on the other hand as well. Let me go ahead and move that over to the Wild. Your shots on goal. You got Matt Boldy with 2. You got Joel Eriksson Ek with 3. You got Daniela Yurov with 1. You got Liam Ogren with 1. You got Matt Zuccarello with 1. You got Marcus Johansson with 2. And Kirill Kaprizov with 2 on the defensive side, shots on goal. You have Jake Middleton with 1. Brock Faber with 2. And that is it. Looking at your blocked shots, Damian Hunt with 4. You got Jared Spurgeon with 3. You got Brodin with 1. And you got Milton with 1. Offensive blocked shots, you have 1 for Boldy, 2 for Foligno, 1 for Ogren, and 1 for Kaprizov. That is kind of your little update here. Stats across the board at the intermission. If you guys are enjoying the stream or finding value in what I am doing, dropping a like, subscribing, and sharing the stream are 3 amazing ways that you can help this channel grow and reach more people who might find it useful as well. Again, we are still in what many YouTubers will call small channel hell, so being able to share the channel around and liking and subscribing all help the algorithm say, hey, maybe this channel needs a bit of a chance in the algorithm. Man, let's see, we got John in the chat. Yes, sir. How's it going, Moss? Oh, man. And St. Louis, JJ John. Let me see here. Let's take a look over here. Oh, my gosh. The Ducks did make it 3-1. A power play goal by Ryan Strome to take the lead even further over Boston. Come on, Boston. You can do it. Oh, my gosh. Note to self, minimize the hockey streams after being sick. I had a bit of a head cold I've been battling with these past, 36 hours. So I'm feeling it in the throat right now. I am not going to have much of a voice tomorrow, but that's fine. That is totally fine. Give me 1 second here. Okay. Bruins 26 shots, 16 for the Ducks. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, that is... Let's just take a look at the stats in that game real quick, just as we have a second. Oh my gosh, I think my mouse might be dying. I don't think I have the battery to suffice. Let me go ahead and get my charger charging real quick. That way I can charge it later. Man, how many times can I say charge in one sentence? Oh, man, guess what NHL shirt I am in? Logo is the red. Would it be the Canes? Would it be the Canes because you don't want the Wild to win? I think I got it. Big brain up in here is going to work. Oh, man, let me go ahead and open up the game center in this tab here. Man, there have been a lot of penalties in that game compared to this one. There have been 5 penalties in the Bruins-Ducks game. Pavel Zacho, 2 minutes for hooking. You're missing McAvoy, Lindholm, and Middlestat. Yeah, I mean, taking a look. Let me pull up. Let's see. Can I find the injury report for this? Let me go ahead and find it on ESPN. They might have it. Bucks or Gamecast. No, but I do have a Hurricane shirt. Oh, man, red logo. Man. Let's see. Is it Washington? I thought it was the Canes. He said no, it's not the Canes. Let's see. Who is out? Is it going to tell me who's out? Nope. Oh, there we go. Yeah, injury report. Yeah, you have McAvoy out for tonight. Elias Lindholm on IR. Jordan Harris on long-term IR. Casey Middlestat on IR. And Victor Arvidsson all on IR. Man. Primary red with some yellow. Probably the Flames at that point. Probably the Flames. Let me make sure I'm not going crazy. Banners. I mean, your only option is really the Flames, maybe the Blackhawks or Senators. One of those 3. It's Flames, Blackhawks, or Senators. But the Senators, I say it's probably the Flames. Second most likely is the Blackhawks. Third most of the Sens is my kind of thought. The Sens do have like a yellowish, but it's kind of like a goldish bronze, like a Vegas gold kind of color. It is the Flames. All right, all right. Didn't I send you Canucks American superstar Quinn Hughes? Oh, man. Let me see here. Let me go ahead and see here. Yeah, CMOS wins. Blames. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, man. Ugh. Man. Flaming Sea. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's see. Starting in goals, you got... Oh, my gosh. How do I even say that name? Corpusalo against Dostal are your two goalies in that Ducks-Bruins game. The Ducks did win in Boston on the 23rd of October. So that is a interesting game to take a look at to see if the Bruins can even up the series on the regular season. Which is crazy that the Bruins are leading in both shots and hits and in the faceoff circle, but are losing 3-1. Like, brother, how? Oh, man. Go ahead and take a look here real quick. Let me just go ahead and close out some of these excess ESPN tabs that I don't need. Don't need that either. But yeah, we are rocking and rolling our way here. Let me take a look on X. Give myself a little bit of a vocal rest. Again, I'm trying to provide as much coverage as I can. The Orange Mighty Ducks. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man. Okay. But yeah, we are rocking and rolling our way here. Again, we got 21 votes over in that poll in the chat, and we got a 57-43 split favoring the Hurricanes in this one, despite them being down 2-1. But again, the Canes did exactly what I told them to do. Oh, missed break. Oh my gosh, those are the worst. Those are the worst when you have a breakaway opportunity and you can't convert. Oh man. But the Canes, they did exactly what I said they needed to do to get back in this game. They had to, absolutely had to generate opportunities. Not just sit back and let Minnesota make mistakes to give them opportunities. Carolina had to go out and take an opportunity somewhere. So it was a great job by them this period to make that happen. Come on, Hurricanes, let's tie it up. All right, Hashman. I'll give you guys a 1-goal loss, but let's hold it there. Let's hold it there. I want to see the Canes fall tonight. Oh, my gosh. Flames worked Sabres. Yeah, it was bad. 6-2. It was absolutely crazy. Oh, man. Yeah, 6-2 final score. So they're showing us some of the highlights from the Ducks game. Which, man, those Ducks unis look pretty good. Not gonna lie, I like the orange. I like the orange. I like it. I think it's a nice pop of color. I think it is a very, very nice pop of color. Okay. Let me see. So again, just taking a bit of a look here on X as we have a little bit of time. Oh, man. Yep, I do like the orange, but try not to like them. Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate the team you're going up against, man. Like, hopefully the Bruins can make something happen. Hopefully they can make something happen here and make this game close and try to win it. I mean, especially given the standing situation. I mean, let me oh, my mouse is like, I don't know what my mouse is doing. It is just doing some stupid things. Come on. Let me go over to standings. You know, while it's best logo in sports, it's a nature scene, but it makes an animal head. I know, like, I could not see it for the longest time, but once I saw it once, I can never unsee it. All I can see now is the bear face. Oh, we got a Bruins goal. Yes, we do. Michael Isamont. Goal assisted by Zadorov to make it a 3-2 game with 1:33 left in the second period. But that's actually about as much time as we have left in this intermission. But yeah, taking a look. I mean, Boston, you guys are 1 point behind Detroit. Granted, Detroit now will have 2 games played advantage over you, because you've played 2 more than him. But or than the Red Wings. But again, you guys are showing competitiveness. You guys are showing strength and projecting your way in that division. So, we'll see. But I'm eyeing up what the Penguins do the rest of the season. I thought I'd see it animal first, scene second. I know. Like, I try to just see it as the nature scene, and I can't anymore. I physically cannot see it. And I played a lot of NHL Slapshot on the Wii as a kid, and all I could see was a nature scene. I could not see the bear head. But once somebody pointed it out to me, I could not get it. I could not unsee it. Let's see, was it Isamon? Western road trip begun, and missing McAvoy are a stud. Yeah, that's definitely hurting. That is definitely hurting. I was live for that Fight Club game against the Canadians, which was insane to watch, by the way. I mean, how many fights that game had was absolutely crazy. So, let me go ahead here and update this to P3 as we are getting ready for the third period of hockey to begin. All right. So, yeah, we are rocking and rolling here. Yeah, ice them all. All right. The nice thing is, these call sheets have come in clutch for me. They have come absolutely in clutch for me. Let's see. We got Jordan Smith and Go Wild Go. I couldn't agree more tonight. I could not agree more tonight. I want to see the Wild get this win and allow the Pens a backdoor into the top 3 in the division. Because I think the Penguins can be a playoff team if they can get their act together. The way they have been playing incredibly well. They've been playing like a team, a unit, a strong unit. And if they can remain healthy and first off, get healthy and remain healthy. Because Tristan Jarry is still out for, I think, another few weeks. I think he was out like 4 weeks or something like that. And he still has about another 1 to 2 weeks left on recovery. In the meantime, Sergei Murashov has not been doing bad. But, yeah. Call sheets? Yeah. So what I do is actually, I have a whole binder here. Just full of call sheets. Which includes, for each team, for the NHL and NFL, and a few, baseball, basketball, ECHL teams. It has the names, the numbers, and positions of each player. It's something I use to make the games easier so I can actually call names without having to have, hundreds of players and numbers memorized in my head. Let's see. Lost Northern Lights a lot up there, I bet, in Canada. Jason was talking Northern Lights last week. Yes, we were. Last Wednesday, we were talking Northern Lights. Let's see, I picked up Wallstead for my fantasy tonight. Currently 6-0-0. Nice. Nice. We are getting ready here for the third period again as ready to go. Oh, man. Was Zacharella, Kaprizov, Boldy, and what's the name? I have the pronunciation here. Bouillon. Going. Wild can be darn good. A decent, good, sweet goal. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the Wild have been absolutely incredible tonight. Again, they had that one goal let up, but again, Wallstead had gone like almost 180 minutes without letting up a goal. It's gonna happen. The Wild had gone 4 games without letting up a 5-on-5 goal. It's gonna happen. So, you got it out of your system, and now you can rock and roll your way through this third period here of action. Oh my gosh, the Wild are going to get a quick goal. Oh my gosh. That's the advantage. I have these all on updated. Like the ticker, this, and these two scores are all automatically updating. The opening face-off, won by Minnesota. We have a Minnesota goal coming up here in a second. Here we go. Moving up through center ice. Here's your offensive opportunity on a breakaway. And he scores that goal there by Matt Zuccarello. Yeah, we get damn good Northern Lights up here. Usually in the winter, now even better. That's awesome. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of jealous, man. Oh, man. Boldy, Matt Boldy, American. Yeah. Let's go. The Wild holding a 3-1 lead after the quick goal in the third period. A beautiful breakaway by Zuccarello, able to just pop it high in the corner there, right over the shoulder of Andersen. Yeah, I mean, I would love to go to Alaska at one point in the winter just to see the Northern Lights, or even Iceland or something like that. But here we go, Gustavsson behind in his defensive end, trying to find somewhere to go, and the Wild going to take it in their own defensive end now. Trying to move it up through center ice. Here comes your opportunity. Dumping it in the offensive zone is going to be Joel Eriksson Ek. Back in behind his net. Andersen over to the far side, and the Canes have a chance. Moving it up now through center ice. 4-on-2 offensive chance with a shot. Not going to go. Rebound. Can't get it in. A nice save and a nice effort there by Wallstedt to maintain the goal, or the streak, I guess, of his saves. Yeah, it's crazy. Big Moss brain. Does he have those memorized? But that would make it easier and faster. Exactly. That's why, I mean, I figured if I'm going to do it, if I'm going to go all in on trying to grow this YouTube channel, I'm going to do it right. So I have Excel sheets that I update on occasion and have all the names and all the players on it. So I just got to pull out what teams I'm calling each night. I mean, I learned them over time. Like, I know a lot of the Penguins roster now just by heart because I've covered them enough. But, like, these make it a lot easier to learn. And even as I'm going through, I learn more of the names as I'm calling it. So here we go in the defensive end, the Wild. Going to send it out along through center ice. Going to be dropped down. And Andersen has to send it out, and he does. A chance for the Canes now, moving through center ice to the near side, trying to find somewhere to go. And let's see, trying to move somewhere around, back in behind the net. Going to go for Kaprizov over to the far side. A tie up for the puck. Kaprizov now trying to work that puck through center ice as the Canes take over. A battle for that puck now. Going to be dumped in by Zuccarello back into the near side. The Canes battling for that puck, having a lot of opportunity with it now. And here they go, moving through center ice. Going to be Seth Jarvis dumping it around. No, sorry, it's going to be Joel Nystrom behind the net to the near side. And the Wild trying to take it out of the defensive end. They do, but the Canes have possession and they have to regroup. Let's see, they're real good. Even Northern Prairies here, Saskatchewan, Alberta. That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Here we go, the Wild moving it into the offensive end. Here's your chance. Back over behind the net, working here. Or you watch the more you naturally have it. Exactly. I mean, like, I knew maybe 3 Penguins by number. Maybe 4. I knew 17 Brian Rust, 87 Crosby, 58 Letang, and 71 Malkin. Now, that could have been a trip on the Canes. Not going to call it in the offensive end for the Wild. Moving back around to the near side, and the Canes trying to send it out the other way. They will not. Kept in. Nice effort there by Matt Boldy. And never mind, we got offside. But yeah, like, now I could tell you, let's see. I know more. Give me a second here. I gotta take it a second here. 39 is Mantha. 41 is Veli Koivunen. Oh my gosh, why am I blanking on these names right now all of a sudden? I'm blanking on these names all of a sudden. Oh my gosh. Go to your game while Bruins intermission. Well, we're here. We are here at our game. Unfortunately, I don't have both games. Otherwise, I would kind of flip between them. But 55 on the Blues, I don't know that offhand. I remember they do have a 55. I think they have a 55 because I wrote down the call sheet. I could check. I have the Blues call sheet in here. This ain't cheating. This ain't cheating. Colton Parayko. And a chance for the Canes in the offensive end. Shot. Nice save by Wallstedt. Wow. Gosh, where's the young Ben Kindle from Calgary? Oh my gosh. Yeah, Ben Kindle, 81. Ben Kindle, yes. I don't know why I'm blanking on these numbers all of a sudden, but like when I'm calling a Pens game, I'm in the zone. I guess I just have not watched as many Pens games recently because they haven't been playing as much recently because they went to Sweden. Wild now back into the near side. Trying to work it out, but the Canes keeping it in over to the far side. Trying to work around. A battle for the puck on the near side boards involving, that's going to be Taylor Hall for the Canes. But the puck's going to be loose, and here comes a race for that puck. Now back in behind the net. 77, I can only think Raymond Bork. Paul Coffrey. Here comes a chance on the near side. A nice little check delivered there by Taylor Hall on the boards. And the Canes trying to maintain possession in the offensive end. They lose it, and it's going to be all the way back giving chase for the Canes in the defensive end now. That puck goes loose back in behind the net. Battle for that puck, a bit of a tie-up. And it looks like the Canes are going to try and get possession. They will to the far side of the net as a Cane and a Wild go down. And that puck's going to get cleared out. Going to be an icing on Carolina. Oh my gosh, but I should know more of these. 18 and 19. 19's Dewar, 18's Novak. 1-1 lost one in Sweden. Yeah, But the big thing is the Pens walked away with 3 points. I consider the Pens getting 3 points in Sweden to be a win. It's tough to beat the same team back-to-back games, 2 days apart. So, oh my gosh, excuse me. So here we go, Minnesota in the offensive end. Here's your chance in front of the net, trying to move it towards the net, not able to go. Back in behind the net now, working is going to be Jankowski over to the far side. That puck goes into the neutral zone. Minnesota North Stars, mini Wild. Yes, sir, they're in their North Star throwback of the Wild today. In the Wild with a chance now into the offensive end, passing around. Trying to find somewhere to go in front of the net, but can't get a clean shot off. And the Canes take it back up the other way. Jake Middleton had a chance there, but could not do much with it. Now Middleton back into the far side in a battle for the puck along the boards. Trying to get that puck out for the Wild. Goes to the near side, and the Wild do maintain possession to the near side, sending it up. Yeah, I mean, even if it is the Predators, it is tough to win 2 games back-to-back. So I figured take them to overtime once and win the other game, you'll be good. So, considering you got no points in your last 3 games, or like 1 point in your last like 3 or 4 games or something like that, it was bad. It was bad for the Pens going into Sweden. They've really not had a good November. But here we go, the Canes in the offensive end. Here comes the chance from the top of the zone, not able to send it in. Look at what I had. It's not quite over yet. Not quite over yet. There's still a chance. Let's see in front of the net now. The Canes going to try and keep it in the offensive zone. They do. Shot from the wing. Not going to go. Goes loose to the near side. Going to be kept in here by Alexander Nikishin. And the Wild actually get a chance now to send it back out. They do. Nikishin now with that puck trying to work it around. The Wild have to regroup as they get possession to the offensive end. Here's your chance. Yurov trying to find somewhere to go with that puck around to the far side. Puck goes loose. And the Canes take possession going the other way with Jackson Blake to the offensive end, passing it around. Here's your chance. 4-on-4 in the offensive end. And the Canes are now, we're in a traditional 5-on-5 offense. The Wild take it away. Here's your chance. Moving it up here. 2-on-1 opportunity for the Wild. Can they make something out of it? Have to regroup, and the puck goes loose. And the Canes take it away with Jackson Blake. Moving around now, the Canes taking it to the offensive end in front of the net. Blake finding somewhere to go with that puck. Going to send it back to the top of the zone here for Ehlers over to the far side. Going to get a nice little deflection. Ehlers now leaves it for Gostis-Pierre. Shot, not going to go. Nice block there. Nice block by Wallstedt. Over to the far side now, working with that puck is going to be, I believe, Nystrom. Going in front of the net. Shot by Gostis-Pierre. Not going to go. Loose puck to the far side. And going to be sent around by Johansson. Battling for that puck now along the boards. And here we go. It's looking a lot while he can skate. Yeah, the Penguins have been looking incredible this year. So here we go. A chance in the offensive end for Carolina. Shot. Not going to go. And the puck goes out of play. A nice chance there by Andrei Svechnikov. But could not convert. Now, if you guys are enjoying the stream and you haven't already, dropping a like and subscribing are 2 great ways to show your support for the channel. It is all greatly appreciated as we are trying to carve out our little sports niche here on YouTube. With 13:46 left in the period, 3-1 Wild. What team plays Minnesota North Stars, Minnesota Wild, or Dallas Stars? Technically they are. Yeah, technically they are the Dallas Stars. So I would think that the Stars would have the rights to it because of the same franchise. Oh my gosh. Where that McGroarty the Pens traded for? I don't even know if he's on. I think he's down in the minors somewhere. Because if I pull up my Pens call sheet, let me take a look here. There's the Flyers, there's the Penguins. I don't have them listed on my call sheet. Let me take a look here. How much time left in the game? There's like 13 and a half to go. Let me take a look here. There we go. Is he hurt? He might be. McGroarty. Rutger McGroarty. Let me take a look here. Last 5 games were earlier this year. 24-25. He has not played a game this year. The last game he played was against Chicago on April 8th. I don't know if he's hurt or... Let me take a look. Bro, what? The Wild have this thing to get the fans riled up that just goes noise, 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 noise. And the Canes are about to light the lamp in the offensive end. Here's your chance. Moving through that puck to the offensive end. I see it's going to be 3-2. Over to the near side. Still 3-1 yet on our end, but we will be seeing that goal here momentarily. The Canes working along the near side boards to the offensive end. 3-on-2 opportunity. Here comes the pass. Shot. He's goal. Goal by Sebastian Aho, assisted by Andrei Svechnikov. Yeah, it was weird. It was weird, but funny at the same time. Oh my gosh, is Rutger McGroarty injured? Let me take a look here. Yeah, he was injured, but as of November 15th, he has been activated. So he got activated on November 15th from injured reserve and assigned to Wilkes-Barre Scranton. So that's what it is. Yeah, so that was Sebastian Aho's 8th goal of the season, but that's how it is, Moss. He was injured, but as of November 15th, he's been activated and assigned to Wilkes-Barre. Oh, he's a Minnesota primary home jersey now. I thought these were like the throwbacks. But I don't know. I don't know if they... I think they have the ability to use the North Star colors, but not the actual, you know, North Star name. I don't know. Here we go. Battling for that puck now. Back in behind the net of Andersen. Yeah, he just got healthy like 5 days ago. He got assigned to Wilkes-Barre. So, that's going to be a name I'm going to have to write down on my call sheet when he gets healthy again. But in front of the net, here comes a chance. But it looks like the Canes going to send it back to the near side to Gustavsson, trying to move it through the... Oh, never mind. Kept in by the Wild. A chance. Shot. Not going to go. A nice shot attempt there. Made by number 13. That's going to be Yakov Trainin. Over to the near side at the top of the zone. Kept in. Shot. Not going to go. That shot there by Jake Middleton. Not going to go. Over to the far side. Working behind the net to the near. The Wild still maintaining possession to the top of the zone. Moving it in with a chance. Shot. Not going to go again. Another great save either by the body or by Andersen. And we got a stoppage. Oh my gosh. They like him a lot there to trade him Brandon Yager away. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. I don't think I've actually seen him play, because I haven't really watched as much of the Penguins games, because I couldn't watch them last year because our campus decided instead of funding for Xfinity on campus, we're going to instead funnel our money into a broken chatbot. Why? I don't know. So I could not watch Penguins hockey last year at all, which sucked. So now, and since I got back home after graduation, it's been the postseason and the offseason. But now the Wild with a chance in the defensive end, trying to get that puck out of there. A battle for that puck is ensuing. Now going to be trying to send it out. They do. The Wild do clear the zone. And the Canes have to regroup here. Moving that puck now into the offensive end for the Canes. Trying to battle for that puck, but the Wild successfully able to send it out. Here they move through the other way. And a chance now going to be spearheaded by Zeev Buium. Over to the far side. Going to be kept in by Zuccarello to the near side. Not able to get a shot off. Now back, trying to keep it in. The Canes sending it out. They do. The Canes will clear the zone successfully. And now going back in behind the net is going to be Jonas Brodin. Back in behind his own net. Moving the puck now through the near side. Okay, yeah, 36 shots for the Canes, 18 for the Wild. And a battle for the puck is ensuing as Tyler Pitlick goes down. Kind of stumbles back in behind the net. And here we go. Moving up now. Back to Bruins for Moss. Yep, they are coming out of the intermission, so we'll see what they can do here. They're battling for the puck along the near side boards. Here we go, 10:50 to go in regulation here. The Canes working behind the net. That's going to be behind Wellstedt. To the top of the zone, over to the near side. A chance for the Canes. Shot, not going to go. And a nice freeze by Wellstedt. Beautiful job there by Wellstedt. Okay, good. Still commercials. Oh, man. But yeah, we shall see. Okay. So here we go. Offensive end face off for the Canes. Going to be one. Gustavsson wing to wing. A chance. Shot. Not going to go. A nice save by Wellstead again. A nice effort there. And here we go. Again, that was a nice effort there by the Canes to get the quick score. Check Discord. Let me take a look. What's going on over in the Discord? How are we doing? All right. A little Metallica? Oh, man. I love that the Pens changed their song from Welcome to the Jungle to Seek and Destroy. The song they take the ice to. Oh, my gosh, it's amazing. That. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love it. Here we go now. The Canes in the offensive end. Tie up for the puck on the near side corner. Trying to find somewhere to go with that puck. Trying to free it up, first and foremost. And let's see. The Canes with a chance in front of the net. Trying to move close to Wellstead. Puck goes loose back in behind the net. And the Wild able to successfully clear the zone. All right. You're right. Yeah, I mean, it is amazing. I love that they changed that. I absolutely love that they changed that. So here we go. The Canes moving up now through center ice with that puck. Going to be taken away by the Wild, but it's going to be kept in by the Canes. To the far side in the corner. Back to the top of the zone to the near side. Going to be broken up, and the Wild trying to send it out. They do. The Canes have to regroup to the near side, trying to find somewhere to go. Moving it in. Going back in behind the net of Wellstead. And a chance of the shot. Not able to get one off. So here we go. Like the Wild moving it up now to the offensive end. Going back in behind Andersen. Trying to find somewhere to go. Oh, I see somebody join the Discord server. Would that be Moss? Would that be Moss by chance? So here we go. Moving into the offensive end. Racing for that puck. The Wild trying to get it. Andersen able to deflect it, though, just enough to keep it for the Canes. And here we go. Moving now to the offensive end. Here is your chance for the Canes. Passing around. And it's going to be deflected out by the Wild. Let me go ahead and take a look here. Fraser Minton. Thank you, Leaves. Thank you, Leaves. Ooh, did they? Woo! Let's see. Let us see. Okay, so. Taking a look now, the puck around center ice towards the offensive end for the Wild, and it's actually going to be iced. I don't know why the member count is, like, so wrong. Let's see. That's my Discord name? Okay, well, I can't really see it because streamer mode, like, truncates the username, so I just see an @C ... Let me take a look at the NHL chat. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's really cool. The North Stars hat, the goalie helmet collection, that's cool. Let's see. Here we go. The Canes in the offensive end trying to find somewhere to go. Do I think the Canes pull their goalie if they can't score? I hope not, because they only down one. They probably realistically will. That's like standard NHL strategy. But you do that with maybe like 3 minutes to go. So we're still about 5 minutes of gameplay away. As the battle for the puck in front of the net. Not going to go. And it's going to be a nice freeze there by Wallstedt. JJ needs NHL fantasy help. Oh, and he beats Moz. He has not won since. Oh, boy. But yeah, for anyone that does happen to join our Discord server tonight, just a general rule of thumb, we do also have a rules channel where you just need to go, just click the little check mark, verify that you have read the rules, yada, 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 all that fun jazz, just so that we all are on the same page. And that will give you access to the entire Discord server, including all of the news channels, all of the channel updates, all the chats, all that fun jazz unlocks with just one click of a button when you're on the Discord server. Oh, man. At least, that is true, John. That is true. Oh, man. I am not going to have a voice tomorrow. There might not be an NFL predictions video this week. It might just be a predictions post. Because my voice is going away. Slowly but surely. I'm trying to keep it up. I'm trying to battle it with all the lozenges in the world, but I feel the scratchiness. Blues are so bad. Been busy. I see all their NHL team emojis. Yes, I do have that. They are temporarily there. I might be able to keep my Discord or my Nitro membership. I don't know. I am getting into a bit of a tight financial season, given that I'm going to be starting to pay back student loans. But we'll see what I can do. If you beat Moss season, is W season over? Oh, man. Yo, is there a fight going on in the Bruins game? Yo, no shot. Yeah, Bruins Ducks have a fight. All right. All right. Let's see. We are rocking and rolling here. I'm going to go ahead and give this a little reload here. Oh, my gosh. BL Bruins hunting. Oh, man. So here we go. Taking a look at Matt Boldy. He has a 5-game point streak, 4 goals, 3 assists with that goal tonight. And the Canes win the offensive zone draw. That's going to be Gustavsson over to the far side and going to be sent around back to the near side boards. Gustavsson trying to keep it in, but he can't. Not really a hockey fan, more of an NFL and MLB fan. Well, hey, we'll be covering some MLB over the summer. Here we go. A chance around the Canes to the near side. Trying to find somewhere to go. Gustavsson back in. Trying to find somewhere to go to the side. Shot. Can't get it off. And it goes up into the netting. This is where if the Wild score the Hurricanes when they have no goal, it'll be the worst. Oh, my gosh. Let me see here real quick. Let me see. So I don't know how you're still number 1, Tromboner. Like, I don't know. Like, Moz has been here for a while, and he's not even ranked top 3. I don't know how. But here we go, 7.5 to go in regulation. Stankoven going to be taking the faceoff here for the Canes. In the offensive end. And going to be one and sent clear out. So the Canes have to regroup. Gustavsson now. Going to pass it wing to wing. The Wild with a chance to the offensive end. And the puck gets cleared out by themselves. I'm MLB and NHL mostly. NFL too. I don't do NBA. Go Tatum. I don't really know NBA. I did one NBA stream, but like... W Nightbot, yes sir, Tromboner. Working around to the far side. The Wild trying to send it out of the zone. Puck goes loose. The Canes keeping it in. Here's your chance for Carolina. Along the boards, back in behind the net. Here they go. Oh yeah, Gudas takes all his weight on VL. Hard onto the ice. Wow. Wow. It's going to be an icing here by the Wild. Scorebug glitched. Uh-oh. Let me see. Sometimes it takes a minute and it'll just like catch itself. Let me see. Let me go ahead real quick. Let me see what happens at the next update. Actually, you know what? We're going to rerun this. We're going to rerun this program. 2 for NHL. And then we have Carolina and Minnesota. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, some channels I'm number 1 right away. This is new. This is a new one, so maybe it takes a while. I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully the scoreboard actually updates. Give it a second here to update and we'll see. Max retrievals. Oh, no. We've hit the max retrievals. Shoot. Okay, so I gotta do these manually now. Properties. We're going to take this off. 3 goals for the home team. That needs to be 2. Give me 1 second here. We have a big disaster right now. Properties 2. Yeah, score is still 2-3. I apparently hit the max amount of pulls from the ESPN API that it would allow me. So I have to manually update these for the rest of the game, which isn't bad. We might only have 1 or 2 more goals. But now the Canes trying to move the puck into the offensive end. Yeah, we've hit the max amount of retrievals. See? Max retries exceeded with URL. That's our score ticker now. Hope you guys like it. And here we go. The Wild cleared out. The Canes regrouping with Gustavsson. So, yeah, don't mind the... don't mind the ticker. It's doing funny things. So back in behind Wallstedt. Over to the near side. The puck is going to be tied up along the boards as we cross under 5.5 to play. And here we go, over to the far side, trying to work in front of the net with a chance. Not able to go. Over to the far side, now to the top of the zone. Kept into the near side. Chance shot, not going to go. Going to deflect off a bunch of bodies. Over to the far side, trying to keep it in. The Canes battling for that puck now. Back in behind the net of Wallstedt. Over to the near side, the Canes do keep it, do send it out. Ticker go night-night. Yes, it does. Over to the far side, now the Canes trying to keep it in. And they will over to the near side with a chance for the Canes. A bit of a tie-up for that puck now. Going to be sent around the far side boards, battling for that puck for the Canes. And the Wild here as we cross under 4.5 to play in regulation. The Canes now going to just battle for that puck, and the Wild are going to clear it out successfully. They do. This is going to be a Minnesota icing, but it's going to be a clear. Interesting strategy by the Wild. Just basically treat it as a penalty kill. Man, 30 shots on goal for the Canes. Yeah, 40 actually. 40 to 18 in favor of shots on goal. It is cracked. It is cracked. Absolutely cracked. But yeah, don't mind the score ticker. It's special. Here we go. 4.5 to go in regulation here. Offensive end face-off for the Canes. Going to be won by the Canes to the near side. Passing back to the top of the zone, O'Reilly. Sending it in from the top of the zone, not able to go, and it gets deflected to the near side, and the Canes maintaining a little bit of possession in the offensive end. Never mind, the Wild deflected out. Going to be kept on by the Canes to the near side, moving into the offensive end. Here they go. Over, back in behind the net to the far side. A bit of a battle for that puck, and going to be kept into the zone. Goes back in behind to the near side, and again, a bit of a tie-up for that puck. The Canes playing aggressively, under 4 to go. Puck gets cleared out. Going to be kept on by Carolina in the neutral zone. Going to send it into the offensive end, back in behind the net of Wallstedt. Over to the near side, racing for that puck. Carolina trying to take it away, but Minnesota is able to successfully clear it out to the offensive end. Here's a chance for Minnesota, going back in behind the net. Over to the far side, trying to keep it in with 3.5 to go here. Trying to keep the offensive pressure on as the Canes have a chance to take it up the other way. They do. Battling now and racing for that puck. Carolina having to take it away, but the Wild sending it into the offensive end. Oh my gosh, I am getting tired. Over to the far side, the Canes now working their way up through center ice. Trying to find somewhere to go to the offensive end. They do, but with 5 Wild members there, it is going to be a tough ask for them to do. Svechnikov trying to find somewhere to go, send it around to the far side, and the Wild with a chance taking it up the other way. Going to clear it out, and it's going to be no icing. Under 3 to go now in regulation here for the Canes, trying to send it into the offensive end, trying to make something happen out of this. Here they go. Back in behind the net of Wallstedt. Over to the far side. Are the Red Wings back? We'll have to see. We'll have to see if they're still legit this year, man. And over to the far side. Puck goes out into the neutral zone, and the Wild have a chance in the offensive end. Here goes a chance. Shot. Can't get a goal to go. Over to the near side. The puck goes out into the neutral zone. Sebastian Aho waiting for it. To the offensive end. Here they go. Trying to pass back. Here's your chance. And the Wild are going to successfully clear it out. Now trying to regroup is going to be the Canes. Over to the offensive end. Trying to find somewhere to move it now. As Middleton trying to take that puck away. He will. To the near side. And they're going to dump it out with 2 to play. Oh yeah, I think so. Well, hey, I mean, they're doing well this year. They're doing fairly well this year, if I recall correctly. Yeah, they're up there with the Bruins right now. They were a big powerhouse playoffs, I think, 25 straight years. Got bad about the time they moved to East. Yeah. Now up to the top of the zone, the Canes with the chance. In the offensive end, here is the chance. Trying to find somewhere to go with Ehlers. To the top of the zone, back to Ehlers. Trying to find a bit of a lane. Ehlers trying to find somewhere. Empty net for the Canes. Let's go ahead and put the empty net up. And chance again. Shot. Not able to go. There's an empty net for the Canes. And here we go. The puck is going to be loose. Kept in by the Canes with a minute 17 to go. Back in behind the net. Over to the far side. A big takedown on the far side boards by Middleton. And the Canes with a chance still. To the offensive end. Over to the near side. Shot in front of the net. Can't go. And a big takedown in front of the net. It looks like we got a little bit of a fight going. Incredible save by Wallstedt. Or was it a goal? They're trying to see. It might have been a goal. The refs are huddling it up to determine what the goal is. It went under the pad of Wallstedt. Let's see where Wallstedt's pad goes. This is big. It did! It crossed! It's a goal! It's a goal. Yeah, it's going to be a goal. Let's see. They're waiting on the whistle. They're waiting to see if the whistle went, but I think it's going to be a goal. Oh my gosh. They're giving it a goal. The ruling on the ice is going to be a goal. So it's going to go to review. Wow. What a way to get that goal as well. What a way to get that goal. Is it Bruins power play or is it 4-on-4? I see 4-on-4 starting, Moss. But here we go. 3-3 with a minute 6 to go. That was Jackson Blake assisted by Ehlers and Gostis-Pierre. Center ice faceoff. We might very well be going to overtime here in Minnesota. Oh boy. If you guys are enjoying the game though, don't forget to drop like and subscribe. All that fun jazz does help out the channel a whole lot. Let's go. Moss is number 3. Let's go. Yeah, 3-3 with a minute to go to the near side. Gets dumped out. The Wild trying to make something out of it here. Going to be sent into the offensive end for Carolina. Back in behind the net. Over to the near side. The Wild trying to send it out. And let's see. 40 seconds remain. The Canes trying to win this in the waning seconds. Chance. Shot. Nice block there. Giving up the body to stop that one is going to be Brock Faber. So here we go. Top of the zone in front of the net. Shot not going to go. And a nice stoppage at 29 seconds to go. Okay. This is huge. This is actually huge for Hashman. No matter what happens now, if this game goes to overtime, they've won. Yeah, Jackson Blake. But yeah, this is big, because if it goes to overtime, Hashman wins no matter what, because they had Carolina plus 1.5. So if Carolina loses by 1, if Minnesota wins an overtime or a shootout, you've won. If it goes to overtime. That's the big thing. In fact, at this point, I don't think Minnesota gets 2 goals in 30 seconds. So I think you're pretty good to win at this point. But you're guaranteed to win if it goes to OT. Here we go. The Canes at the top of the zone. Trying to find somewhere to go. With 20 seconds left in regulation. Back in behind over to the far corner to the near side. In front of the net. And a nice stop by Wallstedt again with 18.2 to go. If you hit, you win 350 off 100. Wow. That's big. That is big. So there we go. Here we go. Face off in the offensive end for Carolina. 18.2 to go. 44 shots on goal for the Canes. 18 for the Wild. Face off going to be won by Minnesota. Going to send it out. Here they go. Carolina trying to send it wing to wing. Will Minnesota win? I hope they do, Fubu. And sends it into the offensive end. I sub to your channel, bro. Love the stream. Thank you, man. I greatly appreciate it. I greatly appreciate it. We are trying to do a lot more hockey here. And here we go. We are officially going to overtime. Pop the champagne, Hashman. You've won no matter what. It's going to end 4-3, either Minnesota or Carolina. You have won. Congratulations, my dude. Let's see. Yeah, XP is cooked, but we are getting OT. Go ahead and pop this over to E3. We get free hockey. Ashman won, and the Wild can make this night even better by getting a game-winning goal in overtime, man. Let's go. Is there a shootout? It goes to a 5-minute 3-on-3 overtime. If the game cannot be determined in a 3-minute or a 5-minute 3-on-3 overtime, we will go to a shootout. So, there is a chance we go to a shootout. Oh, gosh. No, I'm not going to grab another one of those. Though I am going to grab one of these. I'm going to grab a Coke Zero. And I'll bring the Coke Zero up and finish drinking it upstairs. I mostly only drink LaCroix when I'm down here. All right. OT rolls 5 of 3v3. Yes, sir. 3-3, 11:30 to go in Anaheim. Who got that goal? Let's go ahead and look at that Bruins goal. It was Morgan Geekie yet again, assisted by Pasternak and Lindholm. They make it a 3-3 game on the power play. We go ahead and update this E3 to OT. And we are going to frickin' overtime, boys. Let's get it. Let's get it. Man, that was an incredible goal to tie this game, too. Talk about a way to get it. All right, so here we go. Ready for this overtime period here. It is 5 minutes of 3-on-3 OT. Let's see if we can get who is on there. Kaprizov's on there. You got 46 on there. It's going to be Spurgeon. Stahl's on there for the Canes. That is, I believe, who is that? That was number 19. I think that's Keandre Miller. Also on there is going to be someone else for the Wild I could not get the name of. So for the Wild, it's also going to be Eriksson Ek with Kaprizov and Spurgeon, I think it was. Here we go. Face-off going to be won by Carolina. Taking that puck is going to be Keandre Miller, working back behind his own net. 5 minutes of overtime to go. Carolina going for a bit of a line change already. Here comes Sebastian Aho, and another member coming up here is a 3-on-3 push. Moving to the offensive end to the near side. Working with it is going to be Aho to the offensive end. Here they go from the top of the zone. A chance for Carolina passing around to the near side. Back over to Aho. Back over to the outside. A chance for Minnesota if they can get it away. They do. Gonna have to regroup. OT on one TV. Bruins Canes on the big one. Let's go. Let's go. Or Bruins Ducks on the big one. Let's go. But yeah, the goal was a push-in goal off the pad of Wallstedt. It was incredible. Like, you have to see it to believe it. I could not believe it went in. But here we frickin' go. The Canes now working back into the offensive end with a chance. Here comes a pass over there to Seth Jarvis to the top of the zone to Aho. Aho to Gostisbehere. Gostisbehere trying to find somewhere they can go. Over to the near side, slowly working around. 3:50 to go in overtime here. Gonna go back to Aho. Aho to Gostisbehere. Gostisbehere trying to find somewhere he can go. Takes that puck out. And the fans don't like it. The Canes going to go for a line change here. Aho hops off. Here comes on. Is going to be number 27, Ehlers. Ehlers now working with that puck over through center ice to the offensive end. 3.5 to go. Out there is also going to be Jackson Blake, who has already 2 tonight. He's looking for a trick. The top of the zone to Gostisbehere. Kept into the far side. Trying to find, again, another passing lane out to the outside. They do for the time being, but the puck goes loose and the Wild have possession. Trying to move it out to the near side. Loose puck again. Carolina maintains possession in front of the net. Breakaway chance. Shot. Amazing save by Wallstedt. What a save there by, man, Jesper Wallstedt with an incredible effort. 3 minutes to go here in the overtime period. If you guys are hyped for this game, if you're enjoying it, if it's high energy, drop a like, drop a sub. All that's appreciated here as we try to cover a lot of hockey. Thank you, Jordan. Same nice commentary. Thank you, man. Thank you. Absolutely love it. And here we go. Shots on goal, 44-18, favoring Carolina. Shot, not going to go. And it goes in the air to the near side, stays in play. And a chance bringing it in. Blake shot, can't get it in. Nice block there by Wallstedt. Back in behind the net to the near side. Working with the puck is going to be Joel Eriksson Ek. Trying to find a way to move through the defensive end here. 2.5 to go. Halfway through overtime. Working the pucks, I mean Matt Boldy. Back behind his own net. Slowing down this overtime period. Waiting for him to come out. It's going to be Taylor Hall for the Canes. Taking that puck is going to be Marcus Johansson. Over to the far side. Actually, it's still going to be Boldy with the puck to the near side. Oh, a big body check delivered along the boards on the near side. Puck goes loose to the near side as well. Boldy trying to get that puck wing to the far side. The Wild going to regroup. Under 2 to play in this overtime. Here we frickin' go. Andersen, that cool last name? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Moving into the offensive end now for the Wild. Here's your chance. That's going to be Johansson working around. Trying to slow it down over to Andersen, or over to Boldy, not Andersen. Trying to find somewhere to go again. Trying to take it in. Boldy dumps it back into his own area, to his own goalie. Wallstead over, goes ahead and leaves it over to Boldy to the middle of the ice, to the outside, to the far side. Passing back to the near side, taking that puck, I believe, is going to be number 18. I believe that's Hinostroza. Back behind his own net, over to the far side. And I believe that's going to be Kaprizov moving up through the center ice to the offensive end. Here's a chance for Kaprizov. Trying to find somewhere to go along the boards on the far side. And again now trying to find a battle for that puck over to the far side again. Moving it in front of the net. Chance. Shot. Not going to go. Here comes a chance. Jackson Blake. Center ice to the offensive end. He's got a breakaway. He has a chance. Nice save. What a save by Wallstedt. Over to the near side. The Wild moving the puck through the offensive end. Here comes a chance. Into the offensive end, Kaprizov passes back. That's going to be over there waiting for it is going to be Zuccarello to the top of the zone. Working with that puck is going to be Faber, I believe. Yeah, that's Faber. Working around to the far side, taking it around again. Come on, Wild, we need this shootout win, man. Let's go. So 26 seconds remain in the overtime period. And again, it looks like the Wild are content with taking this to overtime, or to a shootout. 20 seconds to go, going to clear it out. And going to work around back in the defensive end. Under 15 seconds to go to the offensive end. Here comes one last surge by the Wild with a chance. Wrap around. He's denied. On the shot was going to be Matt Boldy. Working around to the far side now is going to be Nikolaj Ehlers. Working his way up. And that is going to take us to a shootout. Oh, man. S-O. I don't think there were any stoppages in OT, man. I really don't think there were any. Let's see. Hey, just to let you know, I didn't hit my bet yet because I have Ducks plus 1.5 as well, so kind of sweaty. Oh, hey. I mean, you hit this leg already, which is good. That's half the battle, right? Oh, man. So let's go ahead and take a look here. Man, this is crazy. We're going to a frickin' shootout. And here we go. Let's see, I got 30 on the Hurricanes. Come on. Oh, man, I want the Wild, man. But if you guys are enjoying the stream, if you're on the edge of your seat, dropping a like and subscribing are two great ways to show your love to this channel. Again, we are on the road to trying to hit 350 subscribers. If we could do that by the end of the calendar year, that would be absolutely incredible. That would be an amazing way to close out 2025. Oh, man. But Jackson Blake denied twice in that overtime period. That was absolutely Absolutely freaking incredible. Let's see, you got Tamim saying I got 130 on the Wild. Hey, I like that. So the Wild are going to shoot first in this shootout here. And taking it is going to be Zuccarello. Moving in from the far side to the near side, trying to work in. Shot going to be denied. An easy save there made by Frederik Andersen. Oh boy. Yeah, Zuccarello, not really doing too much. Trying to create a false sense of security. That was actually a true sense of security. So here we go. John saying he thinks shootouts are close to 50-50. Well, we will see. Ready to rock and roll. Taking it now is going to be Seth Jarvis for the Canes. Working on the near side from right to left. Trying to take the shot off. And he is going to be denied. Amazing save by Wallstedt. Oh, my word. Home team has choice of going first or second. Yes, sir. And the Wild wanted to go first. So here we go. Both sides have saved one. It is a basically one save apiece. 2-round shootout effectively now. Oh my word. Nice shot by Jarvis. Nice way to redirect, but an incredible save there by Wallstedt. Now here we go. It's going to be Kaprizov working from right to left to the near side. Shot. He's going to be denied. Off the stick of Andersen. Man. Man, if you guys are clenching to see what happens in this one, drop it a like. Again, I can't say it enough. We are trying to hit 350 subs by the end of the calendar year, so that would be absolutely incredible if we could work towards that tonight. But here we go, with a chance for the Canes. An amazing save by Wallstedt. Wallstedt just absolutely denying Andrei Svechnikov. What a save. That's a highlight reel save for years to come. Oh my freaking word. That was incredible. That was freaking incredible. So there we go. What a save. And now taking it's going to be Matt Boldy. No matter what, 1.5 cashes. Exactly. Exactly for this game. And he scores! Matt Boldy gives the advantage to the Wild. Now at this point, the Canes have to score to force this to go to sudden death shootout rounds. Minnesota now has the advantage. Yeah, so no matter what, you're going to cash at plus 1.5 because the shootout will always end at 4-3 if it's a 3-3 going in. So here we go. Taking it in is going to be Taylor Hall for the Canes. Going quick, trying to catch him off guard. He's denied. The Wild win. Final score 4-3, I guess, with the shootout goal for the Wild. What a way to end this game. Let me go ahead and update this to 4. Oh, that's not what I want to update. Done. Let me go to the home, or it's actually, I think it's under away score. Update that to 4. That is the final in the shootout. What a freaking game. Oh my gosh. That was an incredible game of hockey. Man, that was awesome. Let's take a look at the Bruins game real quick. The Bruins game 3-3 with 4:12 left in regulation. Are they going to give us bonus coverage? Let's see. Going to be on the fly bonus coverage, or is it just going to be no? I don't think it is. Okay. Let's see. Francis A. Hurricanes clown. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Canes coming up short in the shootout. That is what we like to frickin' see, boys. Let's go. Penguins are going to be on top of that division in no time. Just trust me. But if you guys did enjoy that game, we're still going to be live just for a few more minutes to kind of wrap things up. But if you guys did enjoy, dropping a like, subscribing, again, I can't push it enough. This channel is still a small channel by the YouTube algorithm standards. If you guys find any value in this, dropping a like and subscribing, amazing ways to show your support. I will try to see if I can stream tomorrow's coverage for the NFL Thursday night game. It's all going to depend on how the voice is doing, because right now it is quite strained. Because I really pushed myself tonight coming off a cold. But I will try my best to stream coverage of that game if I possibly can. Otherwise, I will try to be live, if not on Thursday, then Friday or Saturday. One of those two, hopefully. And if not any of those, definitely by Sunday will be the next stream. Oh, it's bonus coverage on NHL Network. Okay. Exit. Let's see. On the fly with bonus coverage. Let me go ahead and pull my call sheets for these two teams. Anaheim Ducks and Boston Bruins. We're doing this. Bonus coverage, baby. Bonus coverage of Ducks Bruins. So the Ducks with a 4-3 lead over Boston right now. See, I got my call sheets on the fly. Now I can actually call this one too. I can wrap up coverage of this. Cashed out. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Anthony saying I got a great attitude. Well, thank you, man. I greatly appreciate it. I try to provide the best coverage I possibly can from my humble little studio down here. But here we go. We have 3.5 left to go in the third period for Bruins Ducks. And let's see, the faceoff going to be won by Anaheim, taking it back around the far side, moving it up into the offensive end for Anaheim. Back now, working behind the net. And the Bruins trying to get possession. Puck's going to be deflected down, but the Bruins managing to send it out into the neutral zone. We got a stoppage. Played by a high stick. Okay. Oh my gosh. Was it a mistake to cover hockey the day after getting better, or the day of getting better from being sick? Probably. Do I care? Absolutely not, because it's awesome doing this. I love sitting in this chair covering games. It's just like one of my favorite things to do, honestly. So, we are rocking and rolling here. Let me go ahead and take a look at this. Okay. Yeah, hopefully I'll have a voice tomorrow. If not, there will be no predictions video for NFL Week 12. It'll just be a YouTube post. Actually, Anaheim's at home. You know what? We're going to change this on the fly. We are going to change this all on the fly. I have no... Bro, why do I have no audio in the background? Come on. Thank you. We're going to change this on the fly here. Boston is the road team. Don't mind that it says Carolina and Minnesota. That's going to get changed in a second. I have assets for every team, so I can make this happen. Okay. Properties. BOS. And let me go ahead and update this to ANA. This is actually P3. Properties. P3. And update this to ANA. Okay. There we go. So now we're updated for Anaheim. Let's see. John just messing with Moss. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So here we go. We're doing a little bit of bonus coverage here for the Bruins taking on the Ducks. And here we go. Zaka going to take the face-off here against number 17, Alex Killorn. And here we go. Face-off going to be won by Anaheim in the offensive zone. Going to send it around is going to be Drew Hellison over to the far side behind the net, working back to the near. Bit of a tie-up for the puck, and the Bruins trying to send it out of the zone with 3 minutes to go in regulation. They will. Passing up wing to wing is going to be Zadorov. Over to the far side, taking in front of the net with a chance. Shot! Can't make the save. Makes the save. Cannot get the shot on goal. But here we go. The Bruins still with a chance from the top of the zone. Shot! Not going to go. Rebound. Not going to go again. The Ducks trying to send it around the far side. A battle for the puck is going to ensue. Hellison able to send it out with help from his teammate. With under 3 to go now. The Bruins taking it back. Powered here by Jonathan Aspero. And taking it in now is going to be over to David Pasternak. Over to the far side. Back in behind the net. Back to the near. Kept in by Pasternak. Never mind. Kept in ultimately now by Alori. But the Ducks send it out the other way. Here's a chance for Anaheim. Shot. Not going to go. Rebound gets deflected around to the near side. That shot by Leo Carlson. But the Ducks managing to keep it in with a chance. Trying to find somewhere they can work with that puck to the top of the zone. The Bruins send it out. Here they go. The Ducks will have a chance to regroup. Taking it is going to be number 64, Mikkel Granlund. Working back in his defensive end. 2 minutes to go. Shots this period, 14 for Anaheim, 5 for Boston. 36-33 overall on the night, favoring Boston. Here we go. The Bruins now have to regroup in the defensive end with Hampus Lindholm. And the Bruins ultimately going to send it out. The Ducks flipping it back to the neutral zone successfully and into the offensive end. Right there waiting for it is going to be Jonas Corpusalo. And here we go. Lindholm wing to wing for the Bruins up into the offensive end. Here comes your chance. Loose puck. Going to be kept in. Geeky trying to maintain possession to the near side. The Bruins in front of the net. And the Ducks get possession, taking it out the other way. Never mind. Kept in by Lindholm. In front of the net. Passing. Shooting. Can't get it in. A nice save there by the Ducks goalie over to the far side. Going to be moving around is going to be Jackson Lacombe. Going to send it out with a Boston empty net. Let's go ahead and put that graphic up here. Empty net away. And here we go. Working back in behind to the far side. The Bruins managing to maintain possession to the top of the zone. To the near side. A chance. Shot. Not going to go. Still having the puck at the top of the zone. A chance for Pasternak. Trying to find somewhere to go. Pasternak. Sending it around the near side. Borge working with that puck. To the top of the zone. Coming up for Lindholm to the side. Trying to find somewhere back to Lindholm from the top. Shoots it in. Deflection. Can't get a rebound on it. Under a minute to go. 50 seconds remain in regulation here. The Bruins keep it in the offensive end. Here's a chance. A shot gets deflected around in front of the net. Can they punch it in the net? Pasternak can't. Over to the near side. Working with the puck with 40 seconds to go. Top of the zone. Shot. Not going to go by Lindholm again. Loose puck. Battles out to the outside. And Lacombe able to send it out. With 30 seconds to go, the Bruins maintain possession. Lindholm to the near side. Taking it into the offensive end. Pasternak trying to battle for it, but the Ducks send it right back out. Now here we go to the far side. Working with that puck is going to be Zaka into the offensive end. Here comes a chance for Kuznetsov. Over to the top of the zone. The Ducks send it out with 15 ticks to go and rolling in regulation. Sent it back around to the near side corner. The Ducks are just trying to play this possession out here with 10 seconds to go in regulation and counting. 5, 4. The Bruins send it out. 3, 2, 1. And it's going to be game over. Ducks win 4-3 is going to be your final here on this one. Very close game. Very close game. Boston really had chances early and they just could not capitalize on it. But Anaheim with a nice job being able to get a sneaky good win here. Yeah, Dostal was good. Dawson was good on those chances that they had. Incredible effort there for the Ducks to get a big-time win over the Boston Bruins. But I do think that is going to wrap it up for me tonight, unfortunately, because, again, I do got to try and preserve the voice for tomorrow for NFL coverage of Thursday Night Football. So if you guys did enjoy, don't forget to drop, like, subscribe, all that fun jazz. But I do got to get going so I can try and heal this voice for tomorrow. So with that, I'll catch you guys tomorrow, maybe Friday or Saturday for some NHL coverage, and then definitely by Sunday. But I can't wait to watch the Wallstat replays. Oh, they were incredible. They were absolutely incredible, Jordan. But yeah, I will catch you guys next time. Peace out and have a